gonna see if that works. We're gonna see if that works. Let's have a look. Let's have a looky look if that works. So, I mean, I'll give it a second. I'll give it a second if that works. We are live. Well, as comebacks go, this isn't a good one. We are live. Well, yeah, I mean, the thing is, at the moment, it seems to be like a Twitch issue. Yeah, it just doesn't work on Twitch. It's... I don't get it. I don't get it, what the issue is. I really don't get it. Hold on. I'll be trying to see... No, wait, I see myself now. Does it work on Twitch now? There's a VOD, strangely, okay. But now I'm alive on Twitch. Is that working for you guys too? Is that working for you guys too? Welcome to the chat room. That's a good one. That is a good one. Yes, it works. Okay. Well then, let's have a looky look. Okay, we're gonna go into the stream and I gotta do a couple of arrangements here. First of all, I'm gonna put my cam to the left hand side simply because it's closer to where I see the cam, or I have to rearrange the entire thing. You know what, I'm just gonna rearrange my monitors. Give me a second. This is, again, as I said, it's all new, so let me just rearrange a couple of things to hopefully make it a bit better. A bit better. Hold on, there you go. Now I can put it to the right hand side and all the stuff, so I can see it a little bit. I don't wanna watch all the way up to you. Okay, bitrate seems to be now stable. You let me know in the chat, please, guys, if it's all going fine. You know, I need to just figure that out. Okay, so more messages hopping in here and now sound normal. What app? Oh no, no more tin can. Wait, Twitch broken seems like. No, hold on. Fine. Okay, you gotta give me feedback, please, guys, because I'm lost, okay? I'm lost if you don't give me any feedback. So, hold on. I'm just gonna give this a little go. I'm just gonna say Planet Zoo, and then I'm gonna say okay, and we should be seeing Planet Zoo. There we have it. Okay, we're just gonna quickly check. Okay, so that does work as well. Awesome! Guys, the audio on Twitch is sounding clean. You're all good. Okay, awesome. The massive delay between YouTube and Twitch. Okay, well, I don't want to deal with this, okay? I don't want to deal with this. Success! Yay! And only a couple of minutes in, right? Color-wise, I think I need to check a couple of things with the color. Let's have a look if we can fix that, because this is just the bare input at the moment. So I'm wondering if I can change a couple of things with the color. Picture. There you have it. There you have it. We can quickly change a couple of things. So we can adjust the brightness. No, we don't. We don't want to do this. We can go and have a bit more contrast, like a tiny bit more, and we can crank the saturation a little. Who have even been watching stream on YouTube? I don't know. YouTube is working fine. Comeback. Good to see you. Yes. And then the color goes a. Oh my God! Look at that. Ooh, okay, so yeah, I got a brand new camera. I got a brand new camera. I don't like the saturation too high. It does only go in steps. I don't want to go in steps, you know. But I think that's fine. I will check a couple of settings here. And we may have to change the battery in between. I have a Sony Alpha 7 II as my camera right now. I got this one as a camera and as a streaming camera, but what I didn't know is that this camera is unable to be charged while plugged into the streaming setup, which means I have it plugged into the Elgato streaming card to take the, you know, to take the stuff directly for the camera and then plug it back in. And I thought, okay, give it a USB cable and then, you know, it charges, but it doesn't. So I did get something now, but it didn't arrive in time for today, which is a kind of charging. That's actually, it's like a fake battery that you put into the charging bay, and then you leave it open and put a plug in there. It's a bit weird. Anyways, you have a custom hat? What custom? Oh yeah, I do have a camel hat here, but that was from one of these events. I don't know. Anyways, let's have a look who's in chat first of all. Sorry guys, I just figured out a couple of things while we can go into Hirscheck. I'm going to talk you through why we are going to join Hirscheck today. I had a weird idea, and so we're going to have a look into that. Anyways, good evening, Slecht. Antje, Jinethar, Pim, Sim067, that's a fitting name for the moment, for the memes, Owl Unicorn, Planet Stefania, good evening, Kane, obviously, thank you as always for being there, Pantomas_PG, I almost cannot read your name on my end because it's like purple on purple, but that's my issue, I guess, because of the chat merged. Jinethar Fafa is also in here, Lisa Belfast, 89, hello, Ginger Alley Games, good evening to you. Then we have Tentes, and we also have Pitsky. Good evening to you. Did I miss out on anyone? Who else did I miss? Pim, did I say Pim's Adventures? Hello, good evening to you too. Kabalin, hello, long time no here to see or whatever. How is life going? I saw the one or the other post lately, so hopefully you're doing good. Ooh, we are at 40-ish FPS, 45-ish despite streaming on 2K. That is pretty damn good, I figure. Okay, I'm still going to hit pause here for a second. Damn, Planet Zoo still looks so good, doesn't it? I've never seen, like, it does also look so good in 2K. I gotta admit, I have grown to like, I have grown to like Planet Coaster 2 a lot right now, but it has to be said that Planet Zoo holds up incredibly well and is not really far off, and so I'm really looking forward to what Planet Zoo 2 is going to look like. Anyways, did I miss out on anyone? Hold on. Shimmer, oh, good evening to you as well. If I need to go over here, if I go into the chat, the picture is moving. Lisa, I already had. Florazul, good evening to you as well. Puggy Boy, hello. It's Andal, hello as well, and I hope I did not miss out on anyone. Emily as well, good to see you back and hope you had a good holidays. Well, if that was all a holiday, this would have been insanely long, wouldn't have been. Mandrakul, good evening to you as well. Also, guys, if there is anyone who's not been subbed or a member or whatever, or sub in here, you can... it's been snowy. Yeah, Pim, it's also snowy over here. Well, kind of. It's okay. Well, hold on. I do have an issue. I have many issues, but I've got a picture on how snowy it is outside. It's really not that snowy. It's like my little one. Yeah, you can't really tell her too much. It's my little one, the bigger little one, I have to say now, the bigger one of the two, building a snowman. Does the camera catch that? Ooh, it does. Look at the camera go. Ooh. Autofocus. Look at that. Tentes, I'm very much all the way close to the border of the Netherlands. It's like background music is too loud. Okay, hold on. I've not leveled that in a million years, so I'm sorry. Oh yeah, it's because of that. Okay, hold on. That should be better now. I toned it down. Okay, I mean the song is over now, but yeah. So okay, yeah, I've got quite a lot. Oh my god, did I get a donation right away? Oh my god, I did get a donation, but why didn't that come through? So first of all, Philip, thank you for the donation. I have no idea where this is displayed, but I just saw it on my phone. So thanks a lot for the donation. I have no idea where that was, but many thanks. Yeah, that is amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys. Rudy is living close to me. I am. I always thought you lived around Hamburg. No, if I wish. Have you seen how Hamburg is drowning in snow right now? I need this. Pantomas PG is Philip. Oh my god, that's you. PG, that's also my real name as well. First and second name. So thank you, guys. If there's, like, it should be... the Oreo whale, yes it is. Rudy is live, and I got, story time. You know what we got to do? We are building today. Don't you worry. I'm planning to stream long if my little one lets me. This is the real question here. I'll give you an update on live and so on if you mind, if you want to have one. If we've got a chill session, we are building, just before I put on the cinematic route, we are building a bear habitat because I figured that something is off with Hirscheck. It's like a German wildlife reserve, and it's all good, it's all fine, it's all as I envisioned, but there's one big issue. There's no bears. Like, I mean, we have a bear, but this is not a European bear at all. It is the... Where do we have it? There you know. It's the sun bear, the sloth bear, I'm sorry. Which is a cute bear. Don't mind this bear, it's a good one. But it's not like the bear you would technically have in a German wildlife reserve. So even though I called this project a day, I'm like, I'm I'm like really, oh my god, we already received 100 messages today in Restream. Yay! Just a reminder, don't dox yourself. Keep your location in to general area, internet safety. Oh yeah, I know, Kane. I was doxed once, and for a good reason. That was the good story behind. It was a very nice story. I received like a gift card and so on from some people who signed that. That was really cute. But when I found out how they found out where it was, ugh. So this is why I also show you a photo of not the entire garden and why this room is set in a place where you can't see the outside. So I mean, the Dutch border is quite big for Germany. So you know, it's like a wider area. Anyways. There is no real bear habitat in here, and I thought it's gonna sit somewhere here because realistically, the backstage area of, I think that's the Wolverine, right? Yeah, the Wolverine would fit right in, or over here, but this is actually too close to the wolf habitat, so we can't really put it in there anyways. So my guess is that we are going here, and we do have to change a couple of things at the beginning before we really go in, but that should definitely work because as you can see, I already planned that there is like a hill over here, which is definitely what we're going to do. And the idea is that there is a story behind the whole thing, that Hirscheck has been asked if they do get a couple of brown bears, even though they have said they won't take anyone anymore. Local authorities have asked them and they agreed, but they agreed to a plan where they are not allowed to change much of the area and keep the nature as much to what it is. So this is a bit what we need to do first. We need to first of all get the nature around figured, you know, how it would have looked naturally, and then we go and make this. Cowgirl Katie, hello, good evening. You have to go live at night because all of our followers are mostly from the US. No, Michael, I'm gonna, Michael Hubens, I'm gonna tell the story in a second why we are going live and why most likely this is going to be the time where I'm being live a lot more often in the future. There's a plan, okay? There's a plan. I need to tell you a couple of things so you understand. I guess that's it. Can I get rid of the trees temporarily? I mean, technically I could. Is that a good idea? I'm not entirely sure if that's a good idea to move them. Most likely not. So it's 11 p.m. here, still watching. That's good, Pim. So much has happened since last seen you. I've been watching your videos occasionally. Well, it seems like the Oreo well that this is probably that what YouTube is allowing the algorithm to do. People just watch occasionally. YouTube is really not good at the moment for me personally. It's not Yosemite. Well, Kane, you better. I was so close to releasing an episode on Yosemite lately, but I gotta say the performance still is meh. So, Dommel. So I guess someone didn't give me a heads up. Here we go. I mean, why? You need to. You just check the live pings. I did a couple, so can't tell me that I didn't. Yeah, anyways, let me just quickly draw a couple of things here so I don't forget what to do. There's like the border of that one, which is fine. And then the rest is going to be done nicely over here. There's a bit of hiccup because of streaming, but I think we will be fine. I still don't have the game on pause, so that's fine. Is that like these trees are all individual, right? Yeah, so I'm gonna put a couple more individual trees in here, and then this is gonna be where the habitat sits. It's gonna be a very nice habitat, I tell you. Dommel! Wow, you said my name correct, probably because of your German. Even Belgians don't say it. Oh, is that Michael Hubens? I don't know. I just tried. This is the fun thing about... Did you see there's something flying? Oh, that was a box because of a keeper. Anyways, story time, and therefore we are going to use the cinematic route editor. There should be the tour overall. People are stuck again in there. I think people are stuck somewhere. They never fixed that issue. But hey, here we go. Wait, no. Tour speed a lot slower, please. Or actually, a bit faster can be. A bit faster can be. Something like that is fine. And then we're gonna hide the UI. Yay! Look at that, guys. Okay, so story time. While we fly through the project, it's, there is a mod channel where we could be informed. I didn't know I was streaming until half an hour before, really. I mean, I planned the stream on YouTube to have the connection, which didn't work because I have no idea why, because Restream is kind of a system. It's still a good system because I can stream to both platforms, and I am refusing to pay, so you guys will potentially see a Restream labeling somewhere, I guess. If not, that's fine, but I think they put a label in somewhere. Anyhow, it's just like, the thing is, I got 2 kids by now, as you should know, and the second one, got to show you a little cute photo of him, okay? I don't want to show photos too often, but I'm going to show you a little cute one from him, where it's maybe, yeah, I think that's a good one. That's a good one because you can't really see him. It's a Clockwork raid. Oh my god, Clockwork Sims. Hello, good evening. A raid? I'm just streaming for the first time in over a year, and there's the first raid coming in, not even half an hour into it. Insane. Hello, good evening. How are you all doing? Clockwork Sims, Clockwork 4 Sims, I should say. How are you doing? Also, I was just about to show, hey there, how's Planet Zoo going today? I have no idea, we didn't really start. We're still figuring out technical issues because me not having streamed in a year and having a completely new setup, a new camera, a new room, everything new. So let's have a look. Hi everyone, was not surprised to connect while was returning. I was originally trying to watch on Twitch, but it was super laggy, so moved over to... Is it still laggy here on Twitch? Because it told me... A Wolverine. We've been just checking my Wolverine a second ago. There is a Wolverine habitat in here. We may check it out in a minute. Yeah, but placing, you can never finish placing down rocks. Not for me. Okay, that's good. So I assume that is not a me issue then. It's fine. Okay, cool. So thank you, Clockwork for Sims. That is super nice. I was just about to show you a picture of my little son. At least somewhat of a picture. Let me zoom in a little. So actually... You can't really see that much. So that's him. That's him standing at the mirror and watching the snow fall down for the first time in his little life, you know. So he's been a little bit of an issue is the wrong word. He's been a challenge. He's been a very good sleeper the first half year, I would say. So that was a moment where I and my wife, we both thought, okay, I may be returning to streaming then. And so as we were doing the plan, it turned out that he decided to not be a good sleeper anymore, which... Oh, yeah, that's a window. Yeah, that's not a mirror. That's absolutely true. It's my bad. But it turned out that was absolutely not working at all whatsoever. So we decided to give it a moment, and it just never got any better, I guess. So it's still a bit problematic. However, as YouTube at the moment is a bit of a, pain, I should say, regarding getting traffic, reach, whatnot, and I just want to enjoy myself a bit more. I just want to connect with you guys in a better, more moody, more vibey way. I was like, I need to stream again, and so my wife and I sat down and had a little talk, so how we do this, and we are going to test now, okay? This is basically a testing stream, and I'm looking at 2 times a week at around exactly these times, like really at a late time. Normally, I do YouTube stuff up until 1 a.m., 2 a.m. anyway, so we could do this like 10 p.m., 1 a.m., thingy, 3.5 hour, 3 hour stream on, I don't know, Mondays and Wednesdays, Mondays and Fridays, Monday and Saturdays. It just, it depends a little on how the week is scheduled for us, but that's, I feel like I'd get those words mixed up. Which words? Glad you were able to get back to streaming. Also, congrats on the baby. Yeah, well, congrats. It's a prize we have now, right? We have to deal with it. And so, yeah, both kids, obviously, work, but a great work, and lovely time spending with them. So I want to schedule that a bit around, obviously, this, and so I need to take time when, in best case, my wife and the kids are all in bed, so I don't take time from our time, That's a bit of the idea. My eldest was a good sleeper, slept through by 10 months. My second, not so much, 15 months, and still wakes at least once a night. Yeah, Carrie, oh my god, Carrie, by your handle, Carrie1992, that potentially is your birth year, so you're aligned with my wife. You gotta feel the same. Yeah, I mean, we are getting along, it's all good, but at the moment he's just about to walk, like he's already walking a couple meters and then deciding either to walk further or just crawl again. But he's got energy that's insane, and so he never really sleeps that nicely, and also he drinks. Oh my god, he's using up to like 5 bottles a night, which is crazy because we've been down to 2, and then we thought, okay, we might go down to 1 now, and he was like, okay, you think about 1. How about thinking about, well, how about thinking about 5 to 6? You don't mind me having like half a liter at night? So yeah, that's fun. So we have to deal with this a little bit, but yeah, it's all good, and I wanted to get into it with the new year and trying to make myself a bit more comfy with streaming. So I spent the last 2 weeks to really build the new setup, and I can also briefly, while the tour goes on, we can jump back into the tour in a second, but we can go into the webcam. There we have it. Look, this is the room, this is the new room. I can also switch away so you can see that a bit nicer. Woo! Just lines. There we have the new wall in the back, and we can obviously, as always, change the colors and have the lights here. We've also got a new spotlight. I can oh, got the echo. Double audio. Where's the double audio coming? Oh, hold on. Sorry, that was in the other scene. Oh my god, the other audio should have been. Yeah, no, that should be fine. So yeah, that's that. Also, a couple of lovely little things. Look at that one. This is a photo. Hold on, I'm gonna show you that photo. This is ace. I finally have a place to put my stuff. Let's have a look. There are actually a few things I need to show you. So if you were here for building, that's gonna happen later. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not kidding. It's actually happening later. So that's a brilliant photo, and one person might recognize himself because there's one person in chat who's also also on that picture. So that is the lady and a certain Jinitha Fafa in there as well, and you can spot me with Ed and Bo in the last row. Ed and Bo in the last row. Look at that. It's been late here, Rune. I'm ahead to bed. Okay, Pim, have a good one. Thank you so much, and hopefully catch you next time around. So that one is special. Look, there's some colors going on, which I have no idea why, but but I will check this in a second. Then SP Ridley as well. Exactly. Then I've got that one. This is pretty cool. I received that from Ubisoft for the launch of Anno. I haven't built this, but there's actually like a little. This is actually the little ship you can build, which is kind of cool. And have a look on this one. There is the official Intermin 2026 calendar I received, because there may be coming some cool things together with Intermin this year, which I'm really looking forward to. So that's pretty nice. So yeah, that's the new setup, guys. There's a couple of down there, by the way. This is a picture my daughter made for me. I think that's potentially the first she could do. And the ones she does now, they are so good, I can't really show them anymore because she's already writing stuff on it, and maybe not all is good for stream. So what's your most wanted animal? Let me get to that in a second, okay? Abadan23L, hello, great new year, everyone. Great to you as well. Also, Mr. Goo, I think I didn't say hello to you. Sharks for me, Minxie Rose says. I love those freaky little guys. Okay, hold on. Let's put these things back. I'll be back with you in a second, and then we jump over into building, actually. Let's go back to stream 1. There we have it. Mr. Gru, you have been the follower who did this. Oh, also, and Peter Rylat did a sub on YouTube. Ultra Virat followed on here, I guess. Celeste followed. I have no idea how I get this bigger, by the way. This is just like these 4 showing. I would love to have that list longer. I suppose I can do this in some of the other settings, but, well, I'm a noob, okay? Let's have a look. I'll be back in a sec. Putting these things back where they belong. So put that one here. Put that one here. Oh, also that Twitch thing I got from Crafton. And while we're at it, let's put Rudy back in a shape that his head may actually. Well, it's fine. Whatever. Hold on. I may. I got one more big thing to show you. I've never showed you because of all the other stuff going on. Elnix, hello, nice build, thank you. This is by one of my favorite areas, by the way, here in the park. This is pretty nice. I received this a while ago from Inzoy for like the event for the launch and so on. And hold on, I'm gonna show you. This is too great. This is so freaking cool. But I honestly have no idea where to put it. I'm not using this because I got a keyboard that Keralis sent me, actually. So this has some emotional value. This is a custom-made keyboard he gave me a code for to make that on Xtrify via him. So he basically gifted that to me, which was super kind. And I was like, okay, I built this totally for myself. So this is going to stay. And this is also superb, by the way. It's one of the most expensive ones they have on Xtrify. So that's cool. Nevertheless, Crafton did give me something insane like this. And hold on. This is I'm just going to switch scenes here for a second. This is a fully custom designed keyboard with even, as you can see, my name on space bar. There you have that. And also kind of all kind of stuff in here. Yeah, it is just, I may actually build a streaming PC relatively soon. Actually, well, hold on. I should have put it differently. There is already a streaming PC existing that is basically my old computer. I just have not installed Windows on it yet, and I didn't find a perfect spot for it. It might actually go into the actual office, and then we have it. So you have a keyboard dilemma. Yes, so you could call that a keyboard dilemma. American layout. Yeah, well, I don't mind. It's all fine. I can deal with all the layouts. We are having all the layouts. They're the best layouts. We are going to make layouts great again, okay? That's an American layout, by the way. Keralis, Mr. Goo. Keralis is a YouTuber, a absolutely phenomenal person as well. I've met him a couple of times on various events, and we've been doing Koali. Actually, I should say, Sylv and the lady started Koali Beach with him. Then they brought me in, and it's been a very, very nice just conversation. And again, we've met a couple of times on various events. We've also met in Cambridge for a Frontier event a while ago, and he's just a insanely nice person. Let's put it that way. It's not about even being a YouTuber. He's just a fantastic person, full stop. And yeah, that's just like, I really like him. Right, anyways. Is it... I don't even know. I think they asked me if it's a German keyboard or whatnot. No, Jennifer. Well, it depends how you... Whoops. No, it's a QWERTY, and it's not a QWERTZ, but no, it doesn't even feature German. You're right. You're right. I can't even use it. But I assume they have some other in here. Whoops. Oh my God. Jesus. There is I've never opened that, but there's like there's like a custom-made little butterfly key on there. Wow. Don't remind me of that person. It's bad enough. Wait, hold on. It's better than the same kind of. Oh, okay. You are talking about Mr. Orange Hat. Okay. There's also rumors going around that. That's a limited edition. That's so cool. There are rumors going around that also you receive shadow bans on YouTube when you do say politically not quite accurate things. And going back to where my performance started to be really crappy, it could be that there is somehow of a connection, but this is just theory. So yeah, it's a I'm not sure if I should do that, guys. I'm also thinking about this could be as it is also wireless. This could be just a cool art piece to just put on the wall. Just like hang it on the wall. I don't know what you think about that. Just put it on the wall. It's a limited one, so it would also stay pretty nice. I'm just really thinking about putting it on the wall. So, anyways, let's put that away. How long are we streaming for? Half an hour only, so that's fine. I mean, half an hour, that's a typical Rudy intro time. It's all good, I guess. You've seen a couple of things on the park. God, I love the park so much. The park is so good. Okay, hold on. Last thing I need to do is figure out where to put my WhatsApp and stuff here so that I don't miss when my wife is calling for help. So that is awesome. No, I don't. I like that. I love these headphones, guys. These are Sennheiser Urbanites. I absolutely freaking love them. The problem is they don't have pass-through, which for streaming would be awesome. They have noise canceling, so now I'm sitting here and basically don't even hear myself, which I could put in theoretically, but it's more annoying. And so I can't really level my loudness of how I speak. I most likely shout or not shout. So this is why I always like to have the headphones somewhat over here. I mean, this way, that looks stupid. Yeah, I don't know. It should be like this, but I don't like that. Is Corrales the same that does Minecraft too? Yes, Mr. Goo. And also Elenix, yeah, YouTube is a pain. I've been writing with a lot of YouTubers on Discord as well about this. We've been chatting a lot, and yeah, no one really knows about that. So another very great example is, I can actually show you. I don't mind showing you this. It is so ridiculous. So when I released the video yesterday about the Planet Coaster 2 DLCs. I'll just show you the graph. It's so ridiculous. Can I have a look at it? I mean, at least it's number 2. Yeah, but the graph is also, again, it's so odd. So you can see how it took off immediately. And then just about, you can see the gray area down here is kind of the normal curve, but this is an average curve. So a normal good video, you can see the initial peak is way steeper, but then about 6 hours in, YouTube was like, okay, no, we are going to just, you're going to just hit the wall, okay? So this is where you basically hit the wall, and from there, the performance was gone. Normally, also bye, Mr. Goo, have a good one. Normally, what you do see on, let's say, good videos, well, I don't have a good video recently, is that this initial 24 hours then would be really, really good. Oh, hold on, I can show you one. Actually, the Prehistoric Kingdom ones did fairly decent, so I can show you one of those. Let's have a look. Oh my god, all the shorts. No, don't show me the shorts. I need to see all the videos. So here we go. So that one was pretty decent. So if I show you that one, you can see that the initial peak is like a lot steeper, and then it keeps going steeper up there after like 2 days or so. Then it starts to idle out, which is totally normal. So this is a normal trajectory for what also the Planet Coaster video was onto. But YouTube at the moment decides to me, nope. The same goes for Jurassic World Evolution video that was equally performing good at the beginning, and then all of a sudden just hitting a wall. So you can see that on here as well. It was doing good. It was starting to go away from the average. So you can really tell how it started to pull away from the average, gaining traction. And then all of a sudden, YouTube was like, okay, bam, you're gone. That's not. And this is happening to me for like weeks now, for weeks and weeks and weeks. Like, there's no way for me to get a decent traction on a video. As soon as a video is starting to get some traction and you're like, oh, finally it's been shown to people, you can see that like an hour later, everything that came from feed is gone, and it's all down to just suggestions and next video, which, yeah, I don't know what it is. Maybe it fixes itself, as always with YouTube, after a month, and we don't know when exactly. But I just don't want to talk about that anymore. I just don't want to have this fight and the pain anymore. I just want to have fun and enjoy the game, and this is why yeah, March, exactly. And I'm not sure what exactly is I never had it that bad as it is right now, because all the, let's say, performance indicators are amazing at the moment. Like, I've got super great engagement. I've got nice kind of follower / subscriber conversion. I've got a super good average view time. I have a good retention rate at the beginning. Like, there's nothing that would make these videos go bad. And it doesn't matter even how edited it is or not. But like, for example, the Planet Coaster video I released a couple days ago, that took me like half a day to edit. That was a super long edit to just make all the examples and cuts and whatnot, to make it really nice, and just still doesn't do any different. Yeah. So, oh my god. Maybe personal, but I'm still a really tiny channel, so I can't compare. But it's really hard to learn from the metrics. Yeah, I mean, I say that. Okay, well, hold on, guys. I'm gonna say, okay, that is a good. We've got a good sign. Okay, before we start building, I'm gonna head up and say goodnight to my wife. It seems that the little one stays asleep, which is a good sign. That means we can go ahead and build. I'm really looking forward to that, guys. I am really, really looking forward to this. It's gonna be such a beautiful bear habitat over here. My God, I'm so much looking forward to that. I am so much looking forward to that. Good. I hope you guys enjoy. We will meet Chair now for a second. Put some hype in the channel in the chat for Chair. I'll be saying goodnight to my wife for a second, and also maybe grab a snack or two because I forgot. And then we will build something. It's crazy, right? It's crazy. We will build something. Oh my God, Chair. Chair is about to come. You know what? You guys get the Wolverine. You get the Wolverine until I'm back. You get to see the Wolverine, or not. Oh, there it is, just in the middle, under the Bay Back Soon sign. Righty, guys. See you in a minute. Chair is with you. All right, I hope chair was entertaining as long as I was gone. And here we go. Also, there we go. I forgot my shoes. I got some snacks, but honestly, the the problem. Oh my god, there's a Wolverine just coming swimming into the scene. Well, technically he's public domain now, so I guess could argue he's not Disney. I guess. But down with the mouse. Disney Overlords wanted. Oh. There you go. Chair, just go on, mate. Hello. How did you slip in here? Oh, guys, I forgot. Just, oh my god. What the heck? Chair, Stuhl, chair hype, chair. Hi, chair. How are you doing, chair? So no, they're not. They're back. We also get cameo of Mickey. Oh, that one. Wait, hold on. You guys, this thing. I think I talked about that. Oops, that's the wrong one. A long time ago. This is Mickey Mouse. There you go. This is special. So my dad bought this one from a second-hand market. How's that called? Like in Germany, we call that Flohmarkt, but I assume it's not called flea market in English. Sometimes this is as hilarious that it is exactly the word you would think it is, and then I'm like, okay, why? But okay. So that would be fun. That would be really fun if that's a thing. Actually, yeah. No, you're kidding me, right? Flea market works. Oh my goodness me. Okay, well. Okay, well, basically my dad got it for like a couple of back in the day, Deutsche Mark, German Mark. It's hilarious. And then in a weird moment in my early 20s where I needed money, I was like, okay, let's sell that on the flea market as well. So we went to a flea market and blah, blah, blah. And then a very, very nice person. I have no idea who that person was. He's gone afterwards, but he saved me a lot of money. Because he said, if I'm gonna be crazy to sell this thing here, because that thing is a limited version and costs a lot of money if you sell this online to limited. And so I was looking into that, and this special aviator Mickey kind of thing is worth a couple €1,000. So I quite like it by now. I think it's a kind of cool vintage piece. Back in the day, I didn't like it. I just wanted to go for all kind of modern kind of things. But now I like it. So wait, hold on. Aviator. I'm not even sure how that thing is called. I mean, you could make a photo and just Google Lens it, I guess. That's how you do this. What? Follow from Lin Cool Duck and also Mr. Goo as well. I'm just gonna take a photo. Woo! There's the photo. I'm gonna lens that real quick. So, Lensy Lens. So, just do this. And then we have that. There's still some people who don't get the message, but yeah. I mean, there's like a cheap version of it, which also works, but you still have that for a few €100 here on German small market places online. But actually, if people do know about the numbers and so on, they would be way more expensive. So yeah, it's like about 1,000. May have gone down a little. I remember back in the day it was even more expensive. But yeah, it's worth quite a couple euros. So how do you follow? Well, if you're subbed here on Pantomas PG, you can become a member from. It starts at a euro, I guess, up to. Oh wait, hold on, I forgot. Up to whatever you want to spend. I made the entry to the member option very low because I'm like, if you want to support the channel, it's all good to sub to the channel. I'll become a follower. I'll become a sub on Twitch now. You can sub on Twitch again. I promise to be streaming more often. Not just how much more often, but yeah, and when it was worth €2, it was ugly, but no. I mean, isn't that like how people rate professional sports persons as partners? I tried to make that gender neutral, okay? But isn't that like how the net worth of a person changes attractiveness, I guess? So yeah, hold on. Can I listen to that? Wait, I need to listen to a message of my wife. That was an empty message. I think she didn't even meant to send me a voice message, which is odd. She could have just just come here, you know. Anyways, will you discuss a little bit of Planet Zoo 2 today? Yes, Marge, why not? Let's do this. Because I have no idea whatsoever. So I can talk however I want. Pantomas PG, I think this is not working. The chatbot is not connected anymore, and it doesn't work, but I can put them in for you in a sec. I'll have them on YouTube, so you'll be sorted real quick here, Pantomas. Yeah, again, I'm sorry. It's a bit of a me thing. Videos. It doesn't matter. I don't know which one I go. Blah 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 blah. Here we go. There you go. Blah. All right. That's my current setup. This is the setup as we have it right now. I do hate myself that I didn't go for 64 gigabytes when I had the chance to, considering how much they cost right now. I did touch the game, Kane. You're lying. I did. But okay, let's have a look. We're doing some stuff at the beginning. As I said, before I start even recording, we will do, as I said, the nature preserving thing. Oh my lord! Hello and welcome back in Planet Zoo. Oh gosh, this is so good. Okay, so let's build like a normal kind of fence over here. We can scale it. Oh no, we cannot scale it. Ooh, ooh. It's, that's okay. We do have curbs, don't we? Are they in facilities, weren't they? Yeah. Gotta get this again. There we have it. Better get used to that. That I cannot scale. I think we have really similar PC actually. That's good. Yeah, we must. I mean, Jinitha, if we can't do that, I don't even know what to say. As I said, I said that earlier, but just to say that again, I really think that Planet Zoo, and we will switch over to Planet Coaster 2 at the end to just see the difference in both games, especially now with that wonderful mod I have on Planet Coaster 2. How much the games compare in lighting and stuff if you can change certain things. Planet Coaster 2 has the edge though, specifically because of the lighting, but the overall art style, specifically of the plants and stuff in this game, I prefer actually in Planet Zoo. But it's not like Planet Coaster 2 looked a bit odd at the beginning, but now it does really look really cool. So a little bit older, but I think it might be very similar. Yes, it is, Tentais, it is. We're going to switch over in a bit to show you. Wasn't there like a keep out sign over here? Hold on. Or was that also again in sign? Where is the keyboard? Oh god, I forgot about the location of the pieces and stuff. Also, why are they so big? Can I have them small? Thank you. Thank goodness. Just a bit smaller. I should also put my webcam just about here now. That should do the trick. I upgraded really recently because of all necessity due to my current flight sims. Oh yeah, then this is a good one. See, the only reason why I didn't go for a 5080, pretty simple, it wasn't available. I would have gotten it because of the money I was about to spend. It would have been in budget, so it was just not available. So I was like, okay, why not? I guess at some point I got to put the camera somewhere more here-ish to just look into the camera to talk to you, because I'm always like looking at chat, which is you, but not at camera, which is there. Gotta get used to it. I feel like foliage is slightly more important for PC because of the animals compared to... Yeah, exactly. But keep that in mind, okay? I'll find the sign. But before we go on, there's one specific tree I want to show you, which looks absolutely dope in Planet Coaster 2. So this is the willow tree in this game, right? So we've got 3 different versions of that one, just so you see them. So this is the willow tree. So let's have a look at this willow tree in here. It's a beautiful one. We got that later, as I think it was. And that is, it's a good one. Don't you worry. That's my favorite tree, like ever. Okay, Oreo. So then keep that in mind for Planet Coaster 2. And also, where's the menu? The birch tree. It's kind of fun because both games have such a different attempt on the birch tree. So this is the birch tree in Planet Zoo, and it's one of my favorite trees in this game. I think they nailed the absolute kind of European version of a birch tree. So you could experiment with for the cam. Yeah, I think I could. Used yarn. But anyways, you can see this is the birch tree. Really love that. But there is a version. There's one birch tree in Planet Coaster 2 that looks so fantastic. It is ridiculous how good that looks. I wish to have it in here. But then again, specifically these two over here, the elm tree and the beech tree, or actually the three, and the oak tree, I think that's that one. They look so much better in this game. It's ridiculous how bad they look in Planet Coaster 2, and I just don't get it. If they do improve all the trees, oh, by the way, the common ash tree also looks phenomenal in Planet Coaster 2. It looks good in this game too, but I always thought that willow tree looked like used yarn. I think before we start building, guys, I'm gonna switch really quickly into Planet Coaster 2, just to show you, and then we will be back in here. But I'm going to first of all make that finish over here. So is that sign piece maybe in here? There wasn't there like the keep out sign or something like this? Is that in here? Oh gosh, I forgot where all these things are. No, it's not in here. Like there was like the stop. Is it called stop? Is it maybe because of that? Stop? No. No. Just see, how's this thing called? I remember there is like a keeper kind of stay out sign or do not feed or whatever. But I just seem to not be able to find it. There we have it. This is the guest barrier sign. Oh my god, okay. Well, whatever. So that's that. And then editable text. We're gonna plop which one. Quite like that one. Oops. And then just gonna bring this in like so. I think it might be the facility tab. It has to do with the barriers. Yeah, but then again, it wasn't. But yeah, you know, whatever. Is there like a smaller one available over here? Which I need a smaller sign. I mean, this is the smallest one, but they don't look as good as I want to. I want to have like a normal one, like a very basic sign where I can put my information on. This is not what it needs to be. This is too big. Gosh, what would I give for scaling right now? Just like a normal sign over here. Rudy, if you could choose only one new feature for Planet Zoo, what would that be? Only one. I'd go for aviaries and birds. It's very hard to choose because I would need both aquatics and this. But since we have semi-aquatics and you can, with mods and stuff, go very crazy and almost into the full aquatics, I think it's okay. Yeah. It's a hard one. It's a hard choice. Is that red? Hold on. Did I even... Wait. Does this even change the color? Or is this another broken piece? Broken piece? Yeah, it is broken. Hold on, why is this... Oh, this is the text color. I need to go here. Oh my god. It's not broken. It's my brain is broken, yeah. But not the game. Okay, I'll just make that like this. And then like this. And then... Is that black also kind of okay? Yellow. Yeah, let's do it that way. And then we go back and then we build for you. What? Why is this happening? Huh? What? This makes no sense at all. Hi, random as heck, but I'm watching the Ladies and Ladies YouTube video. She named a camel after you. Oh my god, she did. Oh, good girl. Good. She did. That's good. I mean, she needs to, but this is actually, I've never been to without a bird, but I've been to some without photograph. Yeah. We also have so many Easter eggs for Lady in here. Not in this park, but in other parks as well. Why is this so... Rudy the Legend, PB Pirate, hello, good evening. How are you doing? Why can I not, like, okay, let's see if we can find another sign in the sign tabs. I'm just like, standing signs, wall signs. Okay, this one does not work apparently. They are nice, but they do not fulfill the job I need them to. Why is this card sign, I mean, this is too small though, but at least let's check if that works. Hello there. What I'm drinking? Yeah. There's is because of kids, we've been changing to delivery service specifically for like drinks and stuff. We just like I do drink water quite a lot, but I sometimes just need a tiny bit of taste, and so that's with a sprinkle of lemon is very tasty. So at the end, we are going to go with this sign again, as always, right? So small billboard memorial. How was that I could, in loving memory. Hello. How are okay, I can't override it with this, right? How are you? Okay, so this is because of that. But I could put all my images. What the heck is images? Ooh, oh, that's from some. Oh my god, I don't even know. Some other people had some good stuff. Orangutans. Okay. Oh, there's like even a video. Okay, so but there's one where I can edit this myself, right? So that one wasn't the one. That's not the one as well. Is that the one I can override? Am I stupid? There was definitely one I could override. There was like definitely one I could use. Björn Bonenberger, oh hello. Am I stupid, guys? There was one of those signs. Most definitely could be written over. Hello. Okay, we could use that one. We build for you, right? Yeah, we can do this. Okay, fine. So that's okay then. I'm gonna bring this up here somewhat. And then Royal Davy, thank you for the follow. Also Dustin Wilson, thank you for the sub. Lynn Cool Duck, thank you for the follow. If I don't mind this, I sometimes get the lights and then you whatever. Is there a sign facility for, yeah, I don't know. It's like, I forgot mostly so many things, even though I didn't play, like, it's not been that long ago that I played. Okay, that's way too big. But like, we've got so many pieces in this game that I'm like, okay, whatever. Custom signs. Okay, so see, this is odd. But it doesn't matter. We are going to use the smallest pieces in here. Gosh, guys, like having these pieces, now just a single one, and be able to kind of, oh god, look at how big they are. I thought they were way, way tinier. We're gonna leave it as is because I'm not willing to do crazy things like that. Oh no, the building company died? Which building company? Oh, you just going, oh, that's what you, in loving memory of. I mean, whatever. I wanted to put something on top of it, but there's like a, in loving memory of, just like, it may only take as long as BER. Is that working? No. It may only take as long as BER. Enter. There you go. Species digger. No, yeah, whatever. There you go. Male, adult, age, died off. It doesn't matter. Okay, so there you go. Whatever. Rudy, I'm a slice of pie. Hello. Oh gosh, what would I give for a slice of pie now? I'm gonna. Yeah, cool. Yeah, same. Oh, Elenix. Oh, by the way, the most funny thing is that in Jurassic World Evolution 3, you can now change all the hotkeys, which is great. But what they didn't do is, if you are, like, for example, on a piece and you want to hit up the advanced move, you can press X, for example. But on X, you can also toggle the different modes, right? It's also only having 2 modes is kind of sad. But then, in Jurassic World Evolution 3, you just cannot. It's hilarious. You just cannot, because you need a different toggle piece for toggling it and for toggling through the different modes, which should be, I should be able to use the same key. Definitely. So yeah, I'm gonna tell Frontier. Okay, hold on. Let's just plop down all these fences real quick. I'm not even willing to do this too crazy. I'm just going to plop a couple fences down here. Also, why is there like a habitat fence over here? What is this? Oh, that's the swans. Okay, never mind then. That's just a swan habitat. It doesn't matter. I'm just gonna build the fence here, so that we have like a general idea to where this is going. So this is gonna be building area. This is gonna be all building area here. So the main idea, and this is so funny, is it's not funny though, but it's kind of a bit of a challenge, is that I should be repurposing most of the stuff that is taken out of this area. So that is what the local authorities will have told us to do. And here we go, and put all the fences in. Okay, so this is all the fences, and what we also need to do before we can start later on. Oops. I just need to have you. Yeah, there you go. Just a couple of more trees. It just doesn't matter. They don't need to look perfectly fine. It's just like to have a couple more here. Also, scaling trees, guys, is such an advantage in Planet Coaster 2. Oh, there's like there's all the stuff on the ground. Okay, I need to do this quite a lot more often, guys. This is something I do need to do quite more often in Planet Coaster 2 as well, like making these blueprints of different type of nature things. I think this has been one of the most things. Can watch for a bit. Pimp's Adventures, cool. Hello. Also, who's going? Pantamas, PG, have a good one. Thank you so much for tuning in. Let's see if I can find some other single trees here. That is another Himalayan one. Just like plop a couple down. Yeah, okay. Which group did I add them to? Oh, just like that one. It doesn't matter. Okay, well, hold on then. Just gonna click away some of the messages. They annoyed me here. Hi guys, long time reaching us. It is, right? It's been a long time coming. But finally it is in. Also, how hilarious is that, please, that we still have the note in here from the earliest days of Planet Zoo, not connected to habitat terrain. I mean, they took it out, the game, entirely, but they never left. They never took out the message here. It's so hilarious because it has absolutely no meaning whatsoever. It's just there for nonsense, you know. So do we have a bear statue or something? Bear. There you have it. Yes, we have Arctic polar bear, zookeeper, spectacle bear. Grizzly bear. Yeah, that's the one we can use. We can use the grizzly bear. It doesn't matter. We don't... I mean, we do use a grizzly bear, don't we? So, we're going to build this here. So this is just for the purpose of loading into the file later on. So this is where the new habitat is going to go. And it's going to look phenomenal. I have a very good vision of that. I've got a big vision of it, okay? How's life going, Richard? Also for the others, how are you all doing? I mean, it's been a insanely long time regarding live streams. Oh, bears. Yes. Well, Rudy, it was so nice to see you, but I must go to bed, school. Okay, Oreo, no worries. You'll catch it up later. It's going to be as a VOD on both platforms, I assume. So you can check it out anyways. Gosh, also how nice this is with the blooming stuff on here. What tree is that? A silky oak tree. Oh, God, it's so good. I wish to have all the plants in Planet Coaster 2. Anyways, we saved it. Let's quickly go into Planet Coaster 2 just to show you the difference in the trees. It's absolutely ridiculous. That's Peak Frontier, changing things but not ever pushing the final layer of polish. I'm doing good. Rudy traveled, plan being doing good. Oh, I'm doing good. Travels, plan, travels always good. Travels is good. Oh gosh, you may see a major spoiler right now, guys. Also, just go on. There is something for you. You better not see. No, I'm just kidding. But there's going to be a major spoiler in a bit here. Or can I can't click on continue, can I? I need to be quick. I need to be quick. No, wait, I don't even know which park I'm gonna go. Let's go here. Whew. I hope you didn't catch. Mm. Mm. It's gonna be in the VOD. I'm screwed. I'm absolutely not cutting that out for the VOD. But it's not that many people watching this anyway, so whatever. Okay. So, there's no major spoiler in here. But, oh boy. Jennifer? I've no idea what that is, to be honest. I just found it in the snack box. I guess it's from my daughter, but I'm allowed to take stuff out. She's the kid now, so she's getting all the snacks. And she told me I can take a couple things. So, we don't saw... No, we didn't see it. We didn't see that. Okay, now as for trees, I mean, you've got the direct comparison, and it's like chocolate, yeah. It's a direct comparison, which is great. But let me show you one thing. There's this mod, and you can now change the colors of the game, and not only the colors. Oh gosh, this mod is just peak. I'm just gonna go to my settings right away. There we have it. And you can even change the time of day and so on. You can do all kind of shenanigans with it. So you can now slide the time just as in Planet Zoo, which let alone is already crazy. But you can also, as you can see over here, change the sun orientation, make it move just how you want it. And all of a sudden, this game looks just as good as Planet Zoo or even better. Now, as for the trees, as promised, let me show you. So this is, wait, hold on. I'm just going to plop them down from the menu right away. Let's go somewhere where we've got space. This is nice. Okay. So, also I quite like to have it in scenery just conveniently, but we're going to go for the willow first, because the willow tree, there we have it. I mean, can we just appreciate the insanity of how insanely good that model is in comparison to the Planet Zoo one? Like, I find this so much better, that like it's looking so good. However, the issue, as always, is LOD. But in this specific case, the LOD of the willow tree is just, it's ridiculous in comparison to all the other trees. It is just so ridiculous. Like, if you, for example, take that weird oak tree next to it, because that one only looks good very up close, then it's okay. But if you zoom out, it's like, what the heck is happening with the oak tree? It's like turning into a thing of 6 voxels or vertices or whatnot. How dark the shadows are. Yeah, but Goron, you can even change that now in the mod. You can, well, hold on. Sometimes it's not clicking perfectly fine. You can also change some color multipliers down here, where you can change also the sun multiplier. You can change the sun intensity, and then you go down to 50, I guess, for example. But you can also, let's put that back to 1. You can do this, and you can also change a couple of things in here, and it will change it. That's not good LED. Exactly, right? But the willow tree itself looks phenomenal. I love that one. Now, up to the next one is the ash tree, as I said. I think this is the best tree in the game, like, full stop. Your camera's covering... Oh, yeah, but just the settings. So this is the ash tree, and the ash tree, as I said, I personally think it's the best tree in the game. It is the menu, yeah, but, like, yeah. It looks phenomenal. Like, the quality of the tree is... it's just absolutely hilarious how good it is. And then the last one is the birch tree. And the birch tree small is crap, and the medium one is crap. And this one, can you explain to me, like, Frontier, please, how can... It's the same family of trees, right? Oh, you mean the menu down here? Oh, hold on. Yeah. Okay, sorry. Just gonna move myself up here for a minute. Yeah, it's so you can change all these kind of things in here to make the game look a lot nicer to that one, and then you can also change the kind of intensity, and you can also change the sun color, which you do by all these things, obviously. So that's kind of cool how you do this, and you can always override this with the vanilla settings, and here you can see how much of a difference that makes. It's just as if you turn this into a hazy Sunday, I guess. Planet Zoo, have a good one. So, back to the trees. How can you have these two that look really not great, way too big actually? So I thought, you can fix them. You can fix them actually by making this one smaller and making this one smaller. This is basically how you fix those two trees to make actually the leaves a little smaller in comparison. So Richitas, bye to you as well. Have a good one. And then you have this birch tree, which just looks, again, phenomenal. And I have no idea how Frontier is pulling off this tree and then just have those two in there as well. Like, why? Why would you do this? And then again, for the elm tree, it's not as bad, It's a good one. It's fine. But it also has two absolutely great models. These two models are great. That one is not so great. But just for a comparison, how good Planet Zoo actually could look if if they would have done this. And 3D grass would obviously be a lifesaver. Now, I show you these in a relatively sterile environment because where this game starts to shine is when you have things in context, This is where obviously Planet Coaster 2 looks really, really great, specifically with these things. But you can, again here, this is another great example of the LODs being the biggest issue of this game. Just look what happens with this planter here. This is just not good. Look how much change. It's not about the LODs even, it's about how much change is going on in here. And the game is not even on. Like, if I have movement in here as well, it's such a pain, Also the playground being weirdly alive. I mean, I'm fine if they would enter the other ones. Also, you can see these trees also look fine in the game. I also like the fact how wind affects these things. They definitely need to give us the LODs, and I'm still hopeful because they did this for Jurassic World Evolution 3 as well. So hopefully they do. Oh, there is a tiny bit of a spoiler in here, but never mind. But yeah, just see these things in context, and you can see how good Planet Coaster 2 looks. But it's gonna be fun if we go. Also, just have a look how the wind is actually affecting the trees in here. They really have done a good job now in fixing this. So this is the normal wind, and we can also make it now windy. There's windy. I think they have fixed it in a very, very, very nice way. So the wind now looks really realistic. Also how the clouds move and so on. Really good job on fixing most of the issues. Also I personally had with the game. And also with these color settings, by the way, I can show you one thing that is so cool, literally, is if we go to snow and we wait for it to cover a little. So there we have it. It just looks so much better with the cool colors and stuff. What really obviously is an issue is still the sky. Like, where is that snow even coming from? Hello, sun. What are you even doing there? So one cool thing you can do with the settings, I tested that, is, and we will be able to have different presets in the future. And in a second we go back to Planet Zoo, by the way. You can also go in here and then have the ground multiplier go all the way down to like 2.4, for example, and that just looks way better for snow. If now the sky would be hazy and cloudy, that would be a really cool kind of snow setting. But it just kind of messes around with the trees a little. Anyways, let's go back as promised into Planet Zoo because I want to build a freaking habitat. So yeah, Mandracool, it has to be. The LODs are so annoying that this is just real. Like, yeah, it's just... But then again, we will be turning on snow in Planet Zoo for a second, just for the sake of showcasing how much better it looks if it is actually cloudy.
just hit the bin. I'm just so happy that my computer finally works as it should work. In that way, that we really have this nice transition between games and no hiccups and just loads in nicely. I think that's really cool. Also, Nocturnal, thank you for the follow as well. In case, guys, by the way, in terms of supporting the channel, I'm not sure if that works on live streams too, but I figure that the hyping feature seems also to be a bit of a help for games. So if you want to hype some videos, you have a certain amount of hype available to you per day or whatnot. I didn't fully catch the system, but in case you want to help, you can use these hype things on my video, specifically on the mobile app, I guess it is, and then just help the videos to gain some tractions. But yeah, so back in Planet Zoo, you can see the immediate change in visuals. Color-wise and so on, I don't even see that much of an issue or whatever. You can see that the overall LODs in Planet Zoo aren't that amazing anyways, but the transition is absolutely not as harsh. It's just so much better in terms of the transition. However, what obviously is looking a million times better in this game is unfortunately snow. So also I like the fact that it starts to become cloudy before it then actually starts to snow a lot. So this per se is already so much cooler, you know, that it now starts to build up all the different clouds and just becoming cloudy and more cloudy and more cloudy before, you know, then being just like, you know, so much more vibrant, you say? Yeah, I mean, vibrant in the way of, I mean, also I was like time-wise, that was a bit of an unfair thing to do. I should have gone like for midday as well, but you get the idea, you know. Now you can see it starts to really fill up completely with clouds. There's almost no blue sky available anymore, and it starts to completely, and you can see how hazy it is, you know. This is how snow should work. And yes, they still have kind of all these areas below trees and, you know, where there's no snow. I'm fine with that, but I think it's a little bit too aggressive in Planet Coaster 2. So yeah, I mean, this is just like, look, now the sky is fully covered in clouds. You can even barely see the mountain in the background there. This is how it should work. If it works, break it, the motto of Frontier. Yeah, I'm really not sure why they would change it, my friends. It's just like, why would you? The system was perfect. There's no need to change the system. And the same goes for, like, I like the storms now. I like the storms a lot. But if you go for heavy rain in Planet Zoo, first of all, you get this nice transition now. It stops to snow, and then it just, you know, it stops to be hazy, the temperature raises, and it starts to rain, and now the rain comes down, pouring down. You can see how everything changes, the lighting changes, it's becoming less hazy, but therefore a bit more dark. Cameras turn off. Oh, yeah, that must be the battery. Let me just quickly put in, yeah, no, it's just a battery. I'm gonna replace the battery. I'll be back in a second. It's very close to the wall, guys, so it's a bit of an odd one. I should be able to, there you have it, in, come on, and then turn the camera on again. Should be back in a second. There we have it, it's back. Now just fix it in the right position again. We might actually need to zoom in a bit more again, but yeah, there we have it. Ooh, look at how far I'm away now. So, zoop, zoot. Oh, we have it. It's fine. It's actually maybe a little off to the side, right? Or I'm just not sitting correctly in the center. Come down a bit. Come down a bit. Yeah, there you go. Camel goes meh. Did I explain that? So yeah, at the beginning. So the problem is this is the battery. And the problem is that this camera cannot be charged while it's linked to HDMI, which is very odd indeed. And at least I thought in the past that HDMI is able to charge as well, at least with some devices. Doesn't seem to work on here. So I needed to use such a, how's that called, fake battery pack that you can then plug into the camera. So we may actually need to do this one more time today, but I have a charger here next to me, so it should be fully charged then again. Oops, that's the wrong way around, I guess. So both of them, I've got two ones charging there, so it should not be too much of an issue. We can also zoom out a bit if we wanted to. So you see a bit more. It's a bit nicer maybe. Yeah, you can see then, you know, just a bit more. So we have, yeah, that's better, that's better. I think we're perfect now. I'm going to bed. Jennifer, great seeing you in live again. Yes, we do it more often in the future, don't you worry. I prefer winter over summer too. Well, it depends for me, but personally I like both. Okay, so guys, let's get building. I will first of all say that we first of all clean this area off, and then we will be doing some path work and then lay out the habitat. So the main idea is, also this is going to be a challenge for my computer now. It's going to be recording while streaming, while 2K, while everything. Let's see if that's doable. So what we're going to do first of all is getting rid of the... no, that's not what we're gonna do. Do I have to do this individually, right? We can just select them all and just get rid of the wonderful fence over here. The security fence can basically go. We can also pause the game because we don't need this. So we are going to utilize these things. Boom, there we go. And this building is going to be kept because the local authorities asked us to keep a couple of those things. So we're going to keep this. The same goes for some stones and so on. I will not actively keep them. But what I will do is I'm going to use... Ooh, wait, hold on. How are they even connected? Ah, okay, this way. And then these three trees as well. I'm just going to move everything away. So we might actually use this later. And then... Ah, okay, so these are connected too. I don't even know why, but hello. Just going to get rid of those. And then that's it. What else do we have in here? I mean, we've got all the blueprints back here anyway, so I don't even need to do this that much. And we're just going to delete quite a few of those trees in here. Is there more? Nope. So what else? Is this all individual? This is all individual stuff. Okay, so let's just select all of these and these. These were just the ones we placed down, right? Okay. So let's get rid of some of the stuff over here. Whoops, hold on. Is that connected? Okay, this is connected. So let's get rid of this one over here. What are friends? What are friends? For my computer felt that I'm recording background footage while having my editor open. Computer's not happy. Yeah, right. Yeah, okay, now that's a good one. Rudy need time to catch up with friends. Okay. That's where the friends come by. Hey, bro, best zoo ever you visit. A couple of things changed lately. It's a hard one. I'd say a tie at the moment. The zoom in Gelsenkirchen is pretty good, but I think if I needed to go, I think I'm gonna go for Valencia. Valencia was really surprising to me. I love it. It just, yeah. The Echo Park in Valencia was just too good, I guess. Even though it's just African animals, but it's still been so good. So good. Something streamers don't have. Yeah, that's right. That's why I made myself kids. They're forced to live with me, okay? That's just what streamers can do, okay? Never let them hear that. Even though my daughter is already telling me that she wants to do that with me, she's like always like, can I go down with you in the office? Can I play with you? Can I play the game? And I have the feeling that there's not long until I have to admit to her that she can play this game a little because she's getting old enough. Go to Hannover, it's much better than Zoom. Is it? Okay, well, it's not quite around the corner, but a good note to know that. Why is it going per default back to the bigger size anyways? Gosh, I'm thirsty. Here we go. Any zoo that has a Streichel, so. Yeah, that's true though. I like that too. Is that like the Christmas area I made for them? Oh yeah, look at that. I like that. Okay. So this is the main area we're gonna work with. But oh, look, there's one thing I love about Planet Coaster 2, and I'm just like, why didn't we have that earlier? Because double click on path apparently does work in Planet Zoo. I did not know before, but now I do know. Double click on here works. So if you go on here, you can basically edit path right away. However, it doesn't work with it does not work with landscaping, but it does work with the same key. It's a bit of an odd one. However, as I am willing to just do this. So there we have this. We are going to have like a ditch here in the front, and the ditch is gonna be very harsh, I should say. Go down to 3. Am I going to 3? Just like the tiny. Best zoo birds wise, I can't tell. Like it's not. It's not like that I have one in mind immediately. That's the first thing. But I also think I don't really know of a good one. I assume. You get someone in. It definitely is not the one in Valencia. It's not really onto birds that much. I'm thinking about is if I remember a zoo that is specifically great for birds. See, the thing is, yeah, Goran. I thought about that one too, but also I am like I like to go to these kind of wildlife reserves where you have all the wild birds in. This is something I do like in Hellenthal and so on, for example, which is rather a small one, but still, I like these quite a lot. So that ditch goes in here a bit bigger, but then I will give them, as they can swim, I need to make this a bit of a double sorted thing. This is going to be like a bit of a nice area because I want to have a water stream coming down the hill with these waterfall pieces. Not actually water. Let's have a look how... Oh yeah, that is perfect. That is perfect. But as they can swim... it is actually... A Berlin Zoo. Yeah, that's true. I like that one. I like that one. Not only the zoo itself, but I like the bird section too. See, the thing I'm going to do is I'm going to have the path raised here anyway, so we can make this a proper, secure area for the guests. So this is what I'm going to do anyway. So the path is going to be raised here anyways, so quite prominently though. And then we're gonna match the nature in between anyway. So yeah, it's gonna bring the path around here. Meatloaf was smoking the house out, so I missed some of the start of the... Oh gosh, I'm hungry. Stop doing this to me. I'm really hungry right now anyway, so stop doing this. I'm wondering if I make the path... I could... Oh god. I totally forgot about the fact that this is Planet Zoo and I can't edit path afterwards. Jeez. Okay, hold on. I've been playing Planet Zoo so heavily the last couple days because reasons. Damn. I totally forgot about that. So they can also have a look into both habitats from both sides. So we're going to change this on both sides, I assume. Rudy, have you been to the zoo in... No, I have not. I was really close to that one to go there, but in our last trip to Switzerland, we couldn't make it in there. So, yeah, it's been a bit of a... Oh, sorry about that. No, I'm in the middle of saves. I was just ripping in the oven. I'm just, you know, you can talk about that, by the way. I was just making fun. Let me just try. I kind of... Yeah, it's better. It's better. That line up here annoyed me. That annoyed me quite a bit. So yeah, I'm a little bit annoyed by the fact that this game obviously has not the path edit I'm used to now. Ooh, it's more of a game changer than I thought it is. So I could make a ramp over here. So this is the proper... Yeah, I would love to make that I would love to make this a proper staircase. Can I get this into a staircase? Nope. Then I want to make this a proper ramp. Hold on. I'm gonna do the lengthier version of it, and then... Okay, this is way too long. So how about you go? Yeah. I forgot how annoying this path. Oh, can we just not? Oh God, guys. Okay, so the one feature I want for Planet Zoo 2 is the path system of Planet Coaster 2. God, this is mad. I completely forgot about how bad it is. And just the pure fact, we cannot get rid of anything like that. Oh God, okay. I'm still going to make like a bigger ramp over here, just to be more compliant with like disabled access and stuff. That would make for a totally better decision. And I'm not going to. I have the PZ Plus path in here again, and I don't know which one is the original. Dang it. Yeah, I'm not going to change the path up then. The pathing is so outdated. It is, right? And I'm like, what the heck is this? Okay, at least this worked. Still. This is like muscle memory. Smoothing out edges like this is proper muscle memory, even though it does not work on inclines. Which, oh boy. Okay, never mind. So that means I got to do a ramp up here, right? How nice would this be to have a ramp tool like in Jurassic World Evolution, right? This would be so phenomenal. But we don't. Yeah, we couldn't edit. Oh, wait, but we can. Thanks to free build. Yes, thanks to free build, I can get closer and at least try to get the exact height. Okay, maybe a tiny. Oh yeah, Goron. Oh my god, you're right. You're absolutely right. See, the thing is, I still love Planet Zoo too much. And for example, this 3D grass over here is still one of the biggest pains. And I'm not sure like why they thought it's a good idea to not bring that in. Like I still don't get it. It doesn't make any sense to me. But hey, who am I, right? But you know, regarding the road record on changes, at least I think I was kind of the main reason to. I still have hope that I can talk them into changing things, you know. I'm still hopeful, okay, Goran. I'm still hopeful. This is why I haven't dove into PC2. I don't want to use it. Yeah, but the thing is, and I kind of hate the fact that Planet Zoo is Planet Coaster 2 is just, well, it's kind of hated, to be honest, by a lot of people still, which I really don't get, because by now it is a really good game. It's a really good game by now. And again, it's a shame that so many people just don't give it a proper go again. I would love to see more people testing it out and just figuring out how good the game actually became. So that's quite a steep incline. I think I like that, but I want to make the platform go already somewhat over here. Whoops, no. So hold on. No, that was okay. So let's make the platform here. I'm just gonna smooth that out. It's gonna be where the platform sits for the guests to watch, and then we can just keep the mountain as is, because it's gonna be a bit of a nice build, because the backstage kind of housing is gonna go into the mountain, so they can walk all the way up here, and then they'll be able to just move down if they want to, and we're gonna have like a nice viewing up here. So this is why I'm just going to use this brush to kind of go around here. We're gonna make this look nicer later on, but this is where the bears can then move around and have like a little bit of a cave up here as well. And then guests can have a look into the cave, which kind of could look really cool. So if they get a cave in here. So wait, I could just actually flatten that out and then build the cave up later. So I think this would be looking cool. And just gonna raise the terrain here in front again. Just like it's just like bare bones. We're gonna make this look nicer as always. First impressions count for me more than updates over time. Yeah, and I think this is what a lot of people have, Kane, and I think this is why people just like can't really get back into Planet Coaster 2, despite the fact they obviously have changed this game to the better. Again, it's super frustrating for a person who actually. I can't say I like Planet Coaster more than Planet Zoo, because both games did phenomenal things for my channel, and I like both things equally. I would consider myself a tiny bit more of a theme park enthusiast than a zoo enthusiast, but it's very close, so it's not like that there is a huge difference in it. But at the same time, You got to see it that way. The amount of performance that came out of Planet Zoo over the years is just insane, and it already outperformed Planet Coaster 2 now, despite being 6.5 years old, opposed to like Planet Coaster being just new. So it's kind of, you know, in this era of turning into everyday good but needs work is not good enough. Yeah, you're true. Just catching this. What are you building? Will it available? Don't be able to stay long. Yes, of course. It always is going to be turned into a speed build, but it also is going to be on the channel as a VOD. John Eric, thank you so much for tuning in. Have a good one. It's technically my wedding anniversary for 18 minutes by now. Oh, well, be there then. At least you're in the same time zone than I am, I figure. But yeah, be there. It's important. I'll just be, have a happy day. Happy day with wifey. Happy life, happy wife, or vice versa, you know. Love, love, love Planet Zoo. There you go. Yeah, I do love it too. And I'm very happy that I'm back in it for a moment. Like, the voting was very obvious that you guys, the majority of my channel loves Planet Zoo the most, which is fair, but it's just like a bit weird that so many people don't watch it anymore. And then I got the note that like not many people see that I have done stuff in Planet. I mean, there's literally a completely new series I did, or I'm still doing, by the way. So yeah, it's super odd. Hold on, can I, if I go smaller, I can still do this? Yes. Fair. Very fair. Okay, I can smooth it all out. Oh, lovely. Okay, so we can actually do this nicely. And thanks to the wonderful free build, we should be able to just bring this down. Yeah, awesome. Is this still the correct playlist, by the way? I think we're not in that anymore. I mean, I may get demonetized later on here, whatever. Hopefully not. But it's actually weird because I said only this playlist though. Which is like groovy. We've not been in the same playlist anymore. Always the same kind of stuff in here. Groovy. We are in there, and I said like, this is so odd. Okay, I'm just gonna keep that going. Anyhows, I'm a little late, but I'll chip. Theme parks are cool and Planko is great, but zoos animals are my first love, so it's still Planet Zoo for me. I mean, again, that is totally fair. That is absolutely fair. I'm catching up on some supercuts at the moment, also following Tiny Atoll. You and the land design are my top zoos. Cool. See, this is how it should be. Just kidding. It is how it is, okay? So I'm gonna make like a little bit of a tiny water stream leading up the hill, and then we do some landscaping, which is already going to be phenomenal. I think what also would be really cool is that the entrance to the main cave is gonna be here. It's gonna be sitting here. So this is gonna be the entrance to the, let's say, backstage area, which is going to be something we are dressing outside, and then we're going to move it into here, and then the entrance for the keepers will actually be in the back to access that. I think I have an access to the back here too with Wolverine, right? It should be somewhere here. Or is it a fake access? I think I put the fake access in here, right? Yeah. So this is another fake access I did. Where's the actual access? Oh, it's here. Okay. So I'm going to do this similarly, but also have the fake access, I guess, up here and the right kind of area here. This is somewhat I'm thinking to do. But yeah, so let's go into waterfall pieces, and then we're just gonna build the waterfall. I'm not sure if I do. I wanted to have like a tiny stream coming down, which is going to be odd with the main pieces then. It might look a little bit odd if I have this one sticking in then, because it's going to be sticking. If I put it here, it's going to be sticking in the backstage area then. So presumably I can only use that down here, which is fine though. So I'm going to just throw that down here. It's going to be heavily dressed anyways, so we can just utilize this piece here. It's going to be heavily dressed, and I'm going to try my best to just make a nice looking little stream coming down the river. So I'm going to use this piece instead, so that one is not interfering with the backstage too much, because we can already bring it up higher here if we need to. So much for that. And then if we go once higher and make it really go around the corner here, That should be, this should be the main focus, by the way. This is going to be the main focus. The water stream needs to really hit home, because that is the one thing I want to build nicely enough in here. So just like that, and then it should not interfere with the, no, that's not. Okay, we can make that flat enough, and then we can dress that all up with stones nicely. This is perfect. So let's just grab all these things and make a group out of it. Awesome. And then we can just keep going, make the water dribble just ever so slightly. Like these water pieces, for example, in Planet Zoo, Coaster 2 now that we have, they would also come in insanely handy in here. So I guess this is where I'm going to put the water source in, because it would make double sense in a way, because you could literally just have like a pipe work go down in the backstage area, which is exactly what we're going to do. So we're going to just say concrete, and then we are going to make this entrance here, but I'm going to use, where's that thing? That's the thing. I'm going to make this entrance look like that. This is fantastic. You're all going about wanting the PC2 path and PC2, and that would be nice, but can we get the Jurassic World in PC2 now? That would be, yes, but I hope that they do not need to switch up the landscaping then. Because let me tell you, there is a little bit of an issue here, because the way landscaping works in Jurassic World Evolution 3 is fundamentally different than in Planet Coaster and Planet Zoo. And the problem is that this game, where's the auto stacking shit? Sorry. Add to building. Why is it not? Yeah, there you go. It's so odd. Why it's still flipping in there? It doesn't matter. The problem is that it is 2D based, while Planet Zoo and Planet Coaster are 3D based, which is a lot better and a lot nicer in terms of being able to build voxel based and make these insanely nice caves over here. Because as you figure, you could not do a cave like that in Jurassic World Evolution 3. It's just simply impossible due to the fact that the game, technically, you have to imagine the whole system in Jurassic World Evolution 3 is like a huge blanket. Imagine a blanket lying on the flat ground, and the blanket is knitted extremely detailed. And when you pick one area with a little like pin or something like that, and you drag it up, this is how the terrain works in Jurassic World Evolution 3. And so if you have that and you drag it up, the game can calculate basically the incline and decline, and this is where the waterfalls can work. In Planet Zoo, however, in Planet Coaster, you have like actual 3D voxels that you place, and then the game has a 3D space that it needs to calculate. Yeah, but Kane, I get ya. I totally get ya. And I'm all in for that. Okay, so let me just grab that thing out. I just want to be able to build real quick. So where's the concrete ground? The concrete ground is here. Let's just... Can I... this is because of free build. Grid, widget control speed. Let's make that a tiny bit small. No, that's all good. Vertical snap. Heat maps. It's not snapping the way I thought it is. Anyways, let's just put it in. And the height, grid height goes, yeah, well, just keep it 1 meter. It doesn't matter. And now come up here. Just put it below. There we have it. This is what I wanted. And now let's just plop these things in. And then, like if I have it this way, then we can have actually a proper habitat for them. So this is fine. And then we're just gonna do some actual walls in here. There we have one another. And now just like so. Nah, come on. Come on, come on. There we have it. And then just like that. Oops. There we have it. Okay, I feel like I've never been as nervous and excited for a game to be as good as PC. Yes, but at the same time, it kind of makes for a huge pressure, and I don't want to get myself as excited as I've letting myself gotten for Planet Coaster 2. See, the problem about Planet Coaster 2 is not only the game itself, but also the way I myself have been allowing myself to get up hyped so crazily. I wish I hadn't, but like initially I thought what should go wrong, and that was a weirdly wrong anticipation. As much as I would say that it isn't as bad, but like you gotta be honest here, it's really not a bad game at all now, but it's been not a great game at launch whatsoever. You got to be that honest, and there is no way around this. And because of that, it obviously kind of has that weird feel to it that this might happen again because they changed so much up. See, don't get me wrong, as much as I like the game, Planet Zoo was also released on console, and the console game was really good. But why was the console game so good? The same goes with Planet Coaster 1, by the way, because the game was initially developed for computer only. And they have to do the same. They have to develop this game, Planet Zoo 2, only for computer. But I'm afraid they don't. They will do the same as they did, unfortunately, with Planet Coaster 2 as well. And it's going to be released on both platforms simultaneously. I'm 99.9% sure about that. And it's going to be an issue. Because as you have seen with the LODs, and honestly, I would love to see a mod that just completely blows up everything in Planet Coaster 2 to the max. Just take what the game actually offers and let the PC kind of die, but make sure everything goes to the absolute maximum. And let's have a look how the game looks. And I'm sure if you do that, you would see how much better Planet Coaster 2 would look in comparison to, for example, Planet Zoo. I think it's just a generational thing, but at the same time, it's also the fact that they went for, just the fact that they both need to run on all systems, and I didn't want to make that big of a difference. So at the end of the day, it is exactly this. The game Planet Coaster 2 does not look any better on PC than on console, which on its own, just looking at the generations we are in from the consoles, it just cannot be. It needs to look better because of the system requirements you could go for with computer, which they seemingly didn't. So it's a bit of a pain. It's a bit of a pain, honestly. It is a bit of a pain. So let's just do this and make that one kind of silver. Yeah, there you have it. It's like almost like as if there's a stoppy thingy, and then we do another stoppy thingy at the end. So it does stoppy, there you have it. So you can't slide that any further. And then, is that the one without? Yep, that's the one without. So we have got that sliding area here. Woo, nice. So we got our little cage. Hype for anything from Frontier died with Planet Zoo. They promised just the ultimate Zoo game and delivered a okay one. Once burned, twice shy. Honestly, I wouldn't agree to that, Kane. I think... I genuinely think that Planet Zoo is the ultimate zoo game available. Is it perfect? By any means, nope, it's not. But is it really worse than any other zoo game out there? Is it really not delivering what they have said? And does it really have too little innovations? I think none of these. I really genuinely think it has brought what it promised to do. It brought generally so many crazy innovations to the zoo genre in general. It definitely delivered on so many levels. It didn't deliver on all levels, okay? It still has a lot of major flaws. I do agree to that, but I think it's not a failure. This game is not a failure. And if you look at the numbers and stuff, there's no way it could be called a failure. It is a massive game for not only Frontier but for the genre as well. Scottius and David Kiefer, I am not sure. I cannot talk about this without knowing from the others. I only know that we have initially talked about something like this for Planet Coaster 2 as well, but it kind of like life changed a lot for most of us, and I've got kids, other people have other things to deal with, and other ones moved on to different projects, different games, different things in life. So for example, Sylph is really enjoying himself now, traveling Europe and having stuff to do with job and, you know, just enjoying life, I'd say. He's just really enjoying his 20s, which he absolutely should do. So Mike, also being a seasonal worker most of the time, is also not always available. So it's very difficult to get people together again. I think it all depends on how the situation is around launch, how confident we are that it will work. And in all honesty, I have to admit that specifically Sylph and the lady were right. They were the first ones to say we are not going to do anything with the game because it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good for the game. It doesn't look good that it would be working. So we stepped away from doing a collaboration for Planet Coaster 2, despite the fact that Planet Coaster 2 obviously would have been a great choice for a collaboration because it even has a collaboration mode. So yeah, it's a bit of a nice. It's nice to still have had talks about that, but then again, it's not nice that obviously the game failed us. But yeah, I would love to do a collaboration again. Not gonna lie, it's absolutely something I would love to do. Well, animals do seek shelter in rain. The personalities, I don't know. And by the furs, well, that's yeah, it's the fur one is a specific one, right? Technically, you could if you've got an albino, if you've got a melanistic, and you've got a normal one, you can. But that's something they added so much later, then it's not fair to give that to them. I mean, a lot of the promises they kind of delivered on, but yeah, as you said earlier, Kane, they have a typical kind of frontier thing going on, right? They always just do something to like 80%, and then the last 20 are missing. Or let's say it's not even about the 20, it's the last 15, because 95% most likely would be amazing for most of the things. But yeah. Ooh, I forgot that this works in this game. Yeah. Let's try to match the concrete as best as we can. There you have it. And then go on. So that's that. And do we need to make this? Oh yeah, there you go. Smudgy. There you have it. That's nice. I think that works fine. And don't forget the ground koalas. Yeah, okay. This is something. Oh man, the ground koalas, I will never forgive them. What the heckies? What did they even mean? Of course, whatever you feel like is and enjoy is most important. Yeah, I mean, see, the point is, I personally do enjoy Planet Coaster 2 now a lot. I have to admit, it is the game I enjoy the most at the moment. Hello, Bison Emo. Glad to see PZ again. Yeah, woo! There we have a feed. YouTube. If there will be a better option, I'm sure we'd all be playing instead. Exactly. But then again, I must admit that at the moment, I feel most confident and most happy in Planet Coaster 2. For me personally, Planet Coaster 2 at the moment is the perfect game. It's not perfect as a game fully, but it does have a lot of things I enjoy quite a lot right now. I mean, just like scaling, for example, is great, and Jurassic World Evolution 3 is cool as well, but there's like so much about this, like the platforms and all the different type of weather now, and like so many things I really enjoy about Planet Coaster 2. The visuals, in a way, I mean, as I said earlier, there is still some work to do for Frontier, but it is really getting better and better. So I'm happy that they did come up with this game in the first place, but now it's getting better and better. And I do think, and I do know, they have a long-term plan with the game, so I am very, very optimistic. So there is like this gate, and shall we also put like a... How do we do this? I think it would be cool to have like a door over here. Can I fake this maybe with a glass door? Hold on. I think it would be cool to just have that one. Plop it down in here as like in a gate, and then just like, does that work? Does that look like as if it's actually a gate through here? Just kind of doesn't, right? I thought it was, but you know what, I'm just gonna Just gonna get rid of it and then just gonna plop it all like this in. This will work. This will work. Would have been nice to, I mean, you could have just put in a handle myself to just fake a door, but I think this works the best. Having like a door in here is just kind of what we need to. Oh, wait, hold on. We need to put some lamps in here as well, because it's going to be dark. We're going to have some ceiling lights. Hanging lights, floor lights, lamppost. Is that like ceiling as well? European ceiling fan base. No, I need a ceiling light, my friends. A proper ceiling light. Is there like a, yeah, the ceiling, hanging ceiling light is gonna be good. Even though the lighting obviously in this game is not great at all, it should be great enough. Okay, so let's plop them in. Here goes one, here goes two. The animals will remain unlit because they want to sleep eventually in there, so just gonna do this, right? And then we're just gonna have them go in here as well. And then we can also just follow along here. Psst. Gosh, how much I would love to have scaling in here. Oh man, scaling would be so nice. Scaling would be so freaking nice. And now let's plop them just here in the middle. Just don't need to do this that much. Okay, there's a guy made a stop motion spider. Like what? Yeah, I mean, was it Taggy? Was it Taggy again? It must be Taggy, right? David Kiefer, I don't want to spoil because I am preparing, or I have prepared a video for that. Specifically, I've got a video already dropping a little spoiler here. I have a video with the 3 impossible wishes for Planet Zoo 2 that most likely will not be happening. This video is going to be hilarious. It's going to be good because I think these 3, they would be absolutely nuts, but there's no way it's going to happen at all. And then I'm going to have a normal video with a couple of things that I wish to have in the game, but to just answer your question here, for the things I think that are most likely is a bunch of stuff from Jurassic World Evolution 3 and Planet Coaster 2 alike. So first things first, I think what they definitely gonna bring over is the pathing. I mean, surely, because don't let yourself be fooled by the Jurassic World Evolution, because it still is no Planet game. So there is, I've seen people saying, oh no, they didn't bring the same pathing into Jurassic World Evolution. Sure they didn't, because it's not the same game type, genre, you know, that doesn't make any sense. However, I'm entirely, like, it must be. It must be. I'm 100% sure. And then I wish that they bring in all the different improvements that they brought into souvenir shops and, like, vending machines, that they now be free on the path, for example, is pretty cool. Something I didn't even notice at the beginning that it was an issue in this game. So I like that quite a bit. So that is definitely something I would love to see. Then the whole scaling. Scaling is going to be in, 100%. It's going to be in. There's no way around this. I would love to see a lot about the changes they did to the peeps, to the guests. The guests are way more detailed and fleshed out in Planet Coaster 2, even though no one really talks about that, which I find very sad, because it's a great testament to how cool these guests can be. Because I don't know why, but many people always tend to say, I want to have realistic guests. And have you ever seen the guest in Jurassic World Evolution 3? Have you seen those peeps? You really gonna tell me that these peeps bring in more emotion and more atmosphere to a game? You're really going to tell me that? I don't believe you. There's no way around I would ever want different peeps if that is for what we have seen in Jurassic. Or also in Prehistoric Kingdom. I'm also working on a Prehistoric Kingdom build, and if there's one thing I am absolutely annoyed by, it is the guest. And they are lifeless zombies, just as in Jurassic World Evolution 3. And no matter what people tell me about the art style of these people, you know what? These people over here, they carry emotion. They are part of the reason why these games are so well received. They have no issue of being tied to any kind of race or debate about looks and stuff. They don't need to look realistic. They don't need to have a realistic face expression. They don't need to move realistically, and yet they do. they bring in little things like walking hand in hand like this, you know. They are having phones, taking out their phones, typing on these, like having these little emotions. They have weird little glasses on, and in Planet Coaster 2 they have a whole bunch of like bracelets and stuff like that, and really cool individual things, you know. They can display that they need to go to pee without looking hilarious, you know. They can be shy and humble like this guy over here. They can be energetic and expressionist like kids if they run around. They can be whatever they want to be. Look, they can be very. Look at these two. Okay, mine. They need to be now. I think I'm lacking some toilets. I think. You know, they carry. Look at that. They carry the weight of the atmosphere, and this is. You know, this is why. And I also feared that it could mean that this game over here looks too cartoonish with this, but I feel like, I mean, we've been talking about the lion gate in this game, that the lion looks not realistic enough, despite the fact we have comic guests, and no one really talked about that this is not like a big deal at all, because it's not. It's just not. It's not a big deal. The lion is a big deal because animals should be realistic, but they do go well together with the guest in this game. So yeah, that is just my couple of cents to that. So let's just dig out. Also, I think I need to make that a little bigger, so we can go a bit deeper into the hole here. Let's go deeper into that little hole. Okay. Don't clip that. So, why on earth is this not working over here? So just gonna hope that we don't have any of the waterfalls being an issue here. Doesn't seem like. Okay. Look, fantastic. Cool, but what about this? Do I need to, I think I need to, oops. Let's make that one step smaller, and then using the free build should do the trick. I think it's because of the habitat boundaries over here that it didn't let me do this, but we can get rid of these things anyways. Okay, so there you go. I thought the line looked fine except for plastic main. Yeah, well, I'm split on that, to be honest. Like I could see the vision, but no, not quite. Not quite. Wait, did I? Okay, it's out of here. It's out of here. And now the only thing we need to do is like it doesn't. Whew. Do. Gosh, the lighting in this game is really awful. This is what I meant. Like, there's a lot of good things about Planet Zoo, but the lighting is just crappy as heck. Like, what is this even? We've got daytime. This is fully submerged in a mountain, and you don't even need light. Is that even turned on, the light? Okay. Well, can I activate them all? Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not recording right now. Sometimes I feel like I'm the only person who is not a fan of the modded lions. Yeah, I don't even like the mods that much. I have taken them out as well. I don't know what it is, but I also don't like the in-game lion. As for, and I personally think the reason why I don't like them that much is because they've gotten so much better in cats. Like, look at the lynx, look at the cougar, for example. They are phenomenally well done, and this is why okay, look at this is because of the barrier here. Ooh, they will always be marked as escaped. Nah, whatever. So they will be always marked as escape when they walk through here, right? But just in that corner. I hope I could, like, if I go to barriers, I should be able to move this just a fraction. So should actually be enough, right? Can I move this fraction over here as well? Okay, where's the... Oh, I can move that. Wait. Here. Is that working? Or is that already inside of the habitat? No, that should be working. There's no way that the Wolverine can get there. Nice! Look at that, guys. So we are in here. We are in here. This is a little bit more dark. Nice. And then we've got is that the tree? Come up, my friend. Don't you annoy me down here. Okay, fine. So this is the kind of fake area, fake backstage area. It's not big, you know, it's just big enough for them to go in and come out of it, and then that's that. And I think I like it. Yeah, that's fully fine. Okay, cool. Look, we didn't destroy anything over here. That is good. Rudy's stream, is this economy? Call me Brad. Good evening. I mean, you know, it didn't age well with the later base animals. It aged even worse with pack animals, but that's just hindsight. Yeah, exactly. Got any fave mods on Nexus for the animals? Not quite. Honestly, they've done a great job on many animals that came to the game. I mean, as long as we don't have the Binturong gate all over again, it's all good, I guess. So, yeah. Okay, so let's keep on recording for a bit. I'm not streaming that much longer. I haven't obviously done as much as I wish to, but we all knew it's gonna happen this way anyways. So we are going to have some Taiga rocks here in the front that will be helping us to sell the idea better of a cave entrance for our bears, and at the same time tie into that little water feature here. And we can also merge them nicely with the temperate rocks. I feel like this always works super well together with the temperate rocks, so we can just have them both. And what I'm willing to do is I'm willing to have that like a corner here with the fence used, and I think I should be able to just use these things as well to just kind of give the same appeal to that corner, just so that both areas connect nicely together. So as for the fence, I think it's gonna be worthy to just do it this way, just so it makes sense to have I hope it's not gonna go into the groundwork there. I think that's just fine. I'm gonna have some stones there later on, but I think it's not gonna... Nah, it's fine. Okay, cool. Hold on, we are connecting to your channels. What's gonna happen here? Ooh, my chat is gone. I'm gone from the chat. Hopefully I'm still live. To activate chat, please enable channel here. Here? What the heck? What's happening? Is stream gone? I hope it's not. Streaming. No, it's there. Oh, we're back. What was that? That was weird. I always felt like the Lion Game prototype for Animal Beta, they never updated the beta version to release from. Yeah, that might actually be a thing. I really hope that at least pull Animal PC game, including DLCs. I'm really wondering too, though, David. I am really wondering too. I hope they do, because I know that a lot of people will be mad if not. So they better do so. But it's never, obviously, 100% secure that they will do. Stream here, still here, good here, fine. Gotta go, we'll catch up later. Thank you, Scott, yes, have a good one. Nice catching up to you again. Have a wonderful time. Hopefully we see each other soon in a stream, in a video, wherever you will be with me. Okay, I feel like this is gonna look really cool once it's done. I'm gonna sort out which kind of rocks I'm gonna use here, but I think it is important to just have a bit of rock work going on here. I'm wrong. I need to go to the rocks again. I need to go to the rocks. I'm also considering a little bit more of the 4 rocks in between here to just give that entrance the 4 rock kind of feel it needs to have. But we can also just use these things. Oh wait, hold on. I need to be careful with the plaster ceiling, just so it works. So I like this front here. There we have it. God, I like this texture so much to blend in here. That it's just, you can do so many things. I see the idea of advanced, wait, I see an idea of informing advance about first stream in 100 years, not what camels do. Call me Omi. No, 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 no. That's not what we do here. Okay, informing people is not a good idea. They didn't do it in Jurassic World Evolution 3. That's a weird discussion, to be honest. Like, yeah, it was another typical Frontier communication error. I'll give it to that. But to be fair, they have already quite an enormous roster on animals in Jurassic. And yeah, with dinosaurs, I have a hard time to argue. I guess it's a bit of an odd one, just in general, you know. Because what are you going to do? Like, there are only so many known dinosaurs, you know. Kelly Sahara, there you are. Good evening. I am trying to stream more often. Okay, I'm saying that already over here. For those of you who haven't been here on the start of the stream, it's not a promise. I'm trying my best. Okay, I'm trying the best to keep up to that weird little idea. No, just like hoping that my little son is, you know, getting better at sleeping. While my big one, my daughter, she's fantastic. She is such an incredibly good sleeper by now. I would have never thought that at the beginning, but she's the one moaning now at night about the other one not being quiet. She's like, I need to sleep. I need to go to the kindergarten and be fit. And it's so hilarious. Like, you know, I would love to go over to her and like, hey, you made our life, hell is not fair, but you made our life very hard the last 4 years-ish. And now you are the one complaining. What's that? You know, c'est moi, Kelly. Yeah, so, I don't know. Kamiomi, how are you doing then? Are you here to complain? You know? Okay, it's time for me to go to sleep. Mandracool, thank you for being in here. Thank you for the luck. Thank you for staying. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for everything. See ya in 2 years. Yeah, potentially. Potentially, you're right. Who knows? So that, oops, didn't mean to do that. And bears can climb on some of the kind of wooden beams, right? Enjoy every bit of it. You'll be so surprised how fast it goes. I know. It's insane. It's insane. Like, my daughter is turning 5 in a couple of weeks, and it's already hilarious to me to think of the fact that she's not been a complete human just a few months ago. Like, you know, I don't know. It's so good that you can sit in a car and have a normal conversation with that human being and not be kind of like, it's not oddly screaming or anything. Like, you can ask her for things like, how's your day been in kindergarten? And she's telling me, yeah, you know, she has said that, and can I meet her, and so on, and we want to do this next week. And then, like, let alone this is already so weird to all of a sudden have another human in your life who is just a real human by now, and it's not like pooping pants anymore. It's like really having their own will and their own ideas, and also at home, you know, it's the little things, even like decorations and stuff. It's not only upon you anymore. It's like the kid decides what you got to do with Christmas decoration, or what. It's not about deciding, you know. We fairly agree on, we do something she wants, we do something we want, and then obviously this year with the little one crawling around, we needed to change up, you know. We lost a little bit of freedom, obviously. Having a little baby again means that you need to change up a couple of things, including, obviously, making your house safe again. Save all of these to tell our boyfriends later. Very important dad function. Oh boy, this is one of the few things I don't even want to think about. I don't want to think about the fact that my little girl eventually is going to go seek for a boyfriend. Eventually, I'm very aware of the fact that it's going to happen, but yeah. Your son will be a breeze compared to the girl. As a girl, I can say this. Yeah. See, the point is, and this is going to be it's a very, very much Rudy thing. It's my personal opinion on these things, okay? But when I was asked at the beginning if I want to have a boy or a girl, I, in full honesty, said I don't care. I still mean that by the very bottom of my heart. I still wouldn't have cared with the second one either. It's fully fine. I didn't care. However, if I could have made a wish, I said I would love to have a girl first and then a boy, with about the difference in years that we have, for the sole reason that I want not to have an older brother bringing older friends to a younger daughter who is about 2 or 3 years younger. Imagine having 16 to to 18-year-old guys with a glass of milk or two, and then you've got a 14 to 15 to 16-year-old girl in the same area of this. So then again, imagine this vice versa, having a girl being 16 to 18 and a guy like 14 to 15 to 16. They don't care for each other. So it's fine. There's no danger in that. See, that's the only little thing I was like, this would be cool, you know, and now we exactly have that situation. And I couldn't be more happy about this, about this single little thing. And obviously, this is just my pure wish. In reality, it's gonna be all different anyway. So, yeah. But that was the idea, that this is gonna happen this way. Also, just a little side note, but one thing that weirdly enough, Planet Coaster 2 does better is ground textures, because it does have so many lovely ground textures as well. Oh, Kamiomi, yes, yeah. But isn't that like a proper girl kind of thing anyways to do? With a partner even? Having 8 cats by now? I feel like having cats is part of being a proper girl nowadays. She's not really that much into cats. She's very good friends with a dog. Because my mom got another dog. And they are really best friends. Like it's insane what she is allowed to do with the dog. As our main dog passed away, like main dog is the wrong saying. Our first big dog, a big love, Kimba, she passed away about, oh gosh, it's already a year ago. It's already a year ago. And she's going to be beloved forever and ever. But as, you know, obviously she passed away, my mom decided afterwards that they do need a second dog again, because they're like dog people, they do. And so, yeah. They needed another one, and here we are. And the two are inseparable. They just love each other so much. Let me see if I can pull up a photo, because really they are both like insane. I've got 2 kids, which because I have another older sister. Sad for husband though, as he would have certainly like his family. It only the girls can carry on the name. That's true though. That's also true. Hold on, I'm gonna look for a photo of my little daughter with the doggo. Should be able to find quickly. Hold on, there she is. There's a lot of photos happening on my phone as of having had Christmas. You can imagine. Holy Oni. They should be somewhere. Gosh, I've got so many photos here. God, I'm sorry. So wait, hold on. Where are the photos? I literally had them on my phone. I'm so sure I had. Oh, that's so nice. That's such a nice photo of her wearing a little dress. That was, I don't even know what event that was, but look at them. Look at them being best friends. Kavelin sounds like no, but they are being besties here. Look, can I pull this up this way? And this might actually be a better to view. They're being besties. Yeah, brother Camel has 2 cats, exactly. Because you are the cat mom. My brother's the cat mom. Alrighty, this is it's still looking very dull, isn't it? But we should continue doing these nature work here, and then it's starting to look better. I promise this. I will say though, I'll go back to nature. We need these pieces. The bigger one over here is the good one. And I'm gonna rotate this, and I'm gonna do the little trick, to use these pieces as nice boundary to this area here. Hold on. We're gonna do it exactly like it's meant to be. Oh god, I love that. Come up here. So this is nice, and then I need this piece to be down here. Actually, you know what, I can just rotate this and then pull that in and just rotate it and bring it in, and there we go, and do a nice little connection. Some words and phrases you say sounded German. Do they? Obviously, I mean, makes sense if I am German, right? It's hard to get out of me if you have been primed to that your entire life, right? So I'm guessing that might be a reason why. I'm not in a building, so why can I not? Oh wait, hold on. I just need to multi-select that one. There we go. And just like multi-select these things and just rotate it around. Just get a bit of variation in here. Sweet. And I guess I'm gonna pull that one for the front. There you go. That's so cute. That is cute, isn't it? So let's just pull that up and do this a bit more. Maybe a tad bit more brownish. There you go. And let's do them individually. There you go. I think this is nice. Sorry, I meant sound more German than usual. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, I haven't streamed in a while, guys. This also is a thing for me, you know. I need to get used to streaming again. So this is where the water tumbles in. I like to have me some proper, nice-looking edges here to the water. I think we also have some really cool stuff in the zoo we can just steal from to make it look immediately so much better. So there you have it. I'm wondering if they can jump here though. Like I potentially would need to just grab these things and then build these like to the ground here, just so it fits. I mean, obviously I need to still put like a crazy fence in there. So we're just going to, you know, do that like here. So it's still just a little bit of a nice kind of boundary here to play with. But I am willing to just make sure that this side looks a little different. So I'm willing to just give it a bit of a different color. A bit darker maybe, a bit brighter. I don't know. Let's make that a little darker. I think it's going to be almost impossible to only select the lower ones. Yeah, but you can select just a couple few here. That could be brighter, just to give it a bit of a difference here. Oh, that's definitely too bright. There is a bit brighter. I think that's working. Cats are also popular with gays for any reason. Cats hate me though. What are you doing wrong, Kamiomi? Your English is impeccable. Impeccable is a word I know, but my brain is not aware of the fact that I know it. So there you have it. Yeah, that's a good word. That's also a nice word in German. Einwandfrei. Oh, that's such a German word to say. Like some German words are like so culturally so German that I love to say them. Like Einwandfrei is one of those words. It's like that's peak German. That is so peak German. Hold on, we've got soil, don't we? Was that in nature? Was it soil? Oh no, hold on. It's not. It's mulch, right? It's mulch, isn't it? It's mulch. Yeah, there you have that. Mulch. My good old mulch. Let's plop them in. I'm still mad that we cannot recolor mulch, but mulch. Also, you these English-speaking people. I just recently watched the video of the wonderful ZSH plays ZSH plays games. You know ZSH. He was talking about his latest build, and he used the word decals or decals. But I always thought, also from checking this, that it's called decal. But is that a like this one over here? Is it a decal or is it a decal? Or is it like again this kind of English, American English thingy? You know, American English, British English. I don't know. It's like I need to know, because that was just like, wait, hold on, decal. So the second version I said this one, right? Decal. 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 I've got two versions all of a sudden, right? Gays or guys? No, Komiomi definitely means gays. American versus British English. Okay, well, then I stick to the way I pronounce that. Because I was so confused for a second, and I was like, okay, either that is, again, such a English thingy, or it is, again, the American versus British English, and so As this is the case, I'm fine. Oh my god. Wait, hold on. I don't need this bluish outline. Leave me with the bluish outline. This is such an odd thing. But just... yeah, somewhat like that. It's fine. Still have that little transition here, but it doesn't matter. So... how dark is the soil heavy? The soil heavy. This is also one of the things I like way more in Planet Zoo, by the way, Planet Coaster 2, because the soil actually looks like soil. My accent on the first syllable, accent, okay, decal, yeah, that's fine, okay. Also, where I'm from, I saw the question where I'm from Jonas. I am from the good old Germany. Good old Germany. I would have said Germany 12 points, but it's been a while since we heard that in the Eurovision. To be precise, 14 years. Yeah. It's true, 14 years since Lena has won the Eurovision. That is ridiculous. 14 freaking years. Is it a group? It's not a group. Hold on, I need to... no, I don't want to zoom in. Like, I'm gonna do this. Perfect. D like the letter, Cal like the first part of California. Okay. Or like Kal-El from Superman, right? Kal-El? Calendar? Sorry. I'm rambling. Guys, I've missed streaming so much, can I tell you? I missed streaming tremendously. Boy, I'm so happy to be streaming. I actually wanted to stream to 1 AM only, but I'm just enjoying it too much right now. I mean, I'm not gonna finish this habitat anyways, but... it's true, all Germans are F1 fans. Every single streamer, YouTuber from Germany has mentioned F1 from vastly different communities. I don't know if everyone is, but I am. I mean, I have been bigger. Yes, David. I have been bigger into F1, obviously with more prominent and successful German drivers, obviously. I enjoyed last season quite a lot, to be honest. I didn't think that Norris has been so undeserving as people say, to be honest. But to be honest, always the technical part of F1 fascinated me. It still does quite a lot. So, yeah. Yeah, just I think it's true. I mean, obviously, because of Michael Schumacher, it's... what I thinking, like, he had such a huge impact on the German culture, and as we are a car nation anyways, which, to be honest, is annoying as heck, because Germany still does believe that the good old ICE cars are the future, which they're clearly not, but stupid Germans still don't want to kind of comprehend the fact that future is now. And still, there's just one country in Europe which is refusing to switch to the EVs, and this is Germany, because we think we destroy our... It's so ridiculous. I can't even... It's so... For me personally, it's so tiring, guys. I can't... It's almost as tiring as the AI debate all the time. Like, I mean, you can be against EVs, I don't mind, but you cannot be as blind, as naive to think that it's going still to be the same as always. German car manufacturers, they are beaten by Chinese smartphone companies. Just saying. And they were laughing at them 2 years ago. And now, as of today, I mean, it's not a smartphone company, but as of today, BYD is the biggest car company in the world. They even overtook Toyota. They are the biggest EV car selling company in the world. They overtook Tesla. They are moving forward like crazy, and Germans still think the brand new, I don't know, 8-liter, 100,000 euros BMW is going to be the future. It is hilarious. And you know what the fun part is? That the people fighting for this in comment sections and online are the ones who will never be able to afford a car like that. They will never be able. They will sit in a stinky Dacia Duster and will not be able to have any of the fun, but they will be fighting for their lives to say how bad EVs are over ICE cars. And I'm like, Why? Even I love ICE cars. I'm a car guy in terms of racing. You know, I would love to go to a racetrack, and surely I'm not going to take an EV there. But man, in the everyday life, there's just no way. I don't know. There's just no way around that. It's like, how can you be so stupid to really think that, God, it's just like, the discussions are, I can't. Like, and people just, like, they refuse to read into that, and just like, we have both. We've got an EV and we've got an ICE car. And let me tell you, I will never buy an ICE car again anymore. Why would I? There's like, everything about an EV is better. And every single aspect about this is better. It's like, what shall I say? German car manufacturers, whiskey, are the most greedy companies in the world. Like, it's, you can't even think about like how greedy they are. They know about all of that, but they just don't give a about it, because they know they will be eventually saved by the German government anyways. So they don't even need to pay for research and stuff, because eventually the German government will, and just as if it's happening right now. And so they made money out of all the old tech, and now they will be able to research for new tech, and eventually they will maybe potentially make their way up to the top again. Who knows? They still have a huge capability of achieving that, but oh boy, am I annoyed by all of that. Like, obviously, you're right, by the way, Kelly. Everything has its yin and yang, but like, let me tell you, how likely is it that a car with a efficiency rate below 40%, a insanely complex delivery chain of the fuel, you know, it's been digged out of the ground, pumped up with heavy energy pumps, cramped that into oil cans, shipped them across the entire world, shipped them to fuel stations, have another type of big pumps, pump them into a car, and have not left more than 40% of that. It's ridiculous. Still, if you go for energy, of course, energy is not 100% renewable, but even in Germany, we like at a rate at 55, 56% renewable energy. It's still miles better on the environment. And batteries get better every single year. So much better even that they reduce the amount of kilometers you need to go to have the break even. You know, the break even used to be around somewhat 80,000 kilometers around 2020. It's now down to like 14,000 kilometers on an average day-to-day driver. But it's crazy. I have watched cobalt mining, and yes, it's one of the downsides, but I mean, cobalt is not only in EVs, is it? It's also in your batteries and in your stuff that you have in other cars or other trucks or other technical stuff. Have you ever seen the catastrophes about oil, like oil leaks on oil stations and the environment around? Have you seen all the big catastrophes of oil tankers, you know, yin and yang? Exactly. But like, in the bigger picture, you can look into all the different researches. It's miles different. Like the yin, let's say the yin of ICE and oil is like here, and the yin in that case is the bad, and the EV is somewhere down here, and the good the same. Like, the value isn't matching up anymore. It used to be matching up about 10-ish years ago, and now we are so far evolved. And if you look into how all the news, like most of the new kind of technology jumps, especially from Germany. Germany is actually, there's not much where we are leading at, to be frankly honest, unfortunately. But at least in the battery technology, Germany has achieved a lot of breakthroughs lately, and they completely go without cobalt. You don't need any cobalt anymore in all of the batteries. So that is definitely going to be a very, very good development for everyone who wants to be a bit more, let's say, conscious about what they're doing, you know. To be completely honest, I have not purchased the EV back in the day because of environmental reasons only. It's like, see, the thing is also a money decision, a complete money decision. When we bought the EV, I just sat down with a good old Excel file, and I just calculated what I would spend on a used ICE car, and with the risk of it break down on us when we don't need it at all, versus getting a brand new EV and have all the guarantee and all the savings and stuff like that. And After 4 years, I can tell you we almost saved up to 6,500 only in fuel consumption, and not to say about everything else. It's insane. Yes, yeah, Kelly, you're right. It's like for me personally, I think EVs just have a lot of other advantages that I personally think is way too little talked about. Like, let's talk, for example, about noise pollution. Has anyone ever talked about noise pollution in that debate? I've really not heard that enough. Noise pollution is a real thing. And have you been to Scandinavia in cities nowadays? It is beautiful because it's quiet, it's not stinky, it is just great because there is almost no ICE car whatsoever. It is absolutely great. You know, no local emissions is a huge advantage when it comes to your local environment, you know, and even if you can't really care about the bigger scope or bigger theme, this is what you can care about. And if you've ever walked through a city that features nice, kind of like nice areas to delve in, it's just ridiculous. It's like, how nice can it be if everything is going to be EVs, or even better, no cars at all, which is also kind of a Scandinavian thing to do. Just go around, have a good one. Yeah, I think I'm not going to stream for too long, but I'm enjoying it so much right now. Water foam color. Okay, what effect color? Okay, I can't do this too dark, right? I mean, wait. I've never really done it that dark. Look at, I mean, you can really get a different appeal to that. Look at this. Ooh. I'm wondering if that is actually not as bad as I thought it was going to be. It makes the water look not as rough, you know what I mean? Specifically on the more upper ones. So I think it could be a cool little thing if I go for these ones. And I'm gonna make these ones brighter in foam, because obviously they are more rapid, right? Hey, that is kind of cool. I never did that before, but that's kind of cool. Wait, hold on. Can I make this even darker so to blend this in even better? So if I do this... Oh! Oh, I like that. Now, wait. If I... That is pretty cool. And then I can just do the rock. Oh, look at that. We can do this in stages. And then we can use this bright rock and just tone that down a little. Oh, that is so cool. I've never done that, but blending the water down like this is kind of cool, isn't it? Ooh. Hoverboards for all. Yes, I'm so in for that. That is really looking fantastic over here. I like that. I think I'm gonna put some ripples in myself, and then that looks really, really cool, right? It's starting to look really nice, isn't it? So this is how I envisioned that. We're gonna have some trees in here and stuff like that, and then have the viewing up here. You know what we should do, by the way? Just already put the viewing barrier in, and we can make that one-way glass is a good idea. And we're gonna make these a lot less long, and we have to, unfortunately... what's the... Oh, there's no hotkey for that. But we have to, unfortunately, end the stream in a bit. There will be another stream this week, most likely Thursday or Friday. I don't know. One of the 2 days. I don't know which exact one I'm gonna go for. But yeah, so just so you are aware, up here... Wait, these two don't need to be one side. They can actually be extra glass. There you go. And then we're gonna have like a boulder in between. Hold on. This one's gonna separate those two, just for the moment, so I am aware that there's a bit of separating going on. Twitter is better. Twitter is better than what? It's how I feel about Harleys in the US. What is Harleys? Oh, Harley's the motorcycle. Oh my god, I was confused for a sec. Yeah, Harley. What is Twitter? Yeah, I can do. Let me just wrap this up over here. Let me just wrap this up for you. I think this is really like if I sit down tomorrow, I'll be probably able to end this, and do this, get this ready for end of week. I've got some other stuff planned as well, like some Manalords, for example, that I did. I'm gonna bring these ones up here. I hope that this is gonna work exactly the way I hoped it is. So I don't want to make this too like I want to give the animals more privacy as well. Yeah, that looks good. That looks really good to me. And then we are going to make that a nice viewing here on the corner. But then at the same time, I'm just going to get this in a bit more like this. And we're gonna make this look a lot nicer with rocks in between as well. But I just want to make sure that the guest will get eventually some nice viewings in between here. So like these things broken up like so is something I've done way too seldom. So there you can have some viewing peeks into the habitat. I think this is something that looks really, really great, that I wanted to do way more often anyways for kids and so on. So just little peekaboos, you know, where you can just have a little look into the habitat, just like so. And then we can also move these up a little and then get a peekaboo down here. Can we get one? Yeah, there's another nice one. And then grab ourselves just the upper ones. Come on. Just gonna move these ones down here-ish. There you go. I think this is gonna go kind of cool for the guests to have a look in and just make that a bit more dynamic. And then we need to make like a proper fence and just make here some nice little, actually what we could do, we can just, whoops, we can just sculpt that up. Okay, I need to just use the Z key for that. Z, whatever we are looking at. God, like free build is such a lifesaver, guys. Free build is like the absolute must mod ever. Not only for Planet Zoo, it's like there's also Planet Coaster free build by now, which is also equally great, and I'm just loving it so much. Of course, Twitch was built for streams. YouTube would dictate to stream. Yeah, exactly. I still like. I don't see too much gaining from streaming on YouTube, honestly. It's a bit of a pain though, because I would love to say else, but like YouTube seems not to really invest anything into making live streams more prominent to make people find you through these. But I just like the I just like the idea of, oops, having a weird little giant knob in my path. No, I just like the idea of having the chance to connect with you guys better also on the platform where obviously all the stuff is coming. Maybe I will switch back to Twitch eventually completely. If the YouTube streams don't catch up on having more viewers, I will most likely do this. But as until then, I will most likely just try and test out things and just enjoy myself, you know. For what animalists need to know about what to complain in the future. This is about to be for the animal trading. Reset all. We're gonna go for the grizzly bear. So I'm actually, you know what? Actually, I think I'm gonna go for the. Ah, wait. We only have the Himalayan brown bear, so it's definitely gonna go for the grizzly bear. Yeah, it's gonna be grizzly. By the way, the grizzly bear is a remaster I like. I think I'm gonna go for the remaster. By the way, Jackson. We're definitely gonna name our one Coda. By the way, we're gonna already grab these two. There's no pom bear. Oh my god. That'll be fun. Polar bear, best bear. Yeah, true. There's some wild hybrids going on, right, from the polar bear. Anyhow. Soil heavy is going to be here. Intensity. Woo. I just like the fact that I have more control over that. But I hate the fact that this is just not dark enough. I'm like, why on earth can I not blend another... Like, this is soil color I want to have. Well, anyways, I bought the game finally on the Steam sale. Probably going to be watching more of this guy right here to learn. Because, man, it's out of my league. Is it? The con game tutorial? You'll get there. You'll get there. I have so many tutorials for you. Also, let's stop recording. I'm going to call this a day for today. We've had a good. No. Wait. Oh, God. I need to make a new save. Oh, my God. That was a close call, guys. Because I need to go back to the save with the... with all the barriers and stuff. I hate YouTube streams. Too many And I've not seen a single one. Have you blocked them all, or why? Because I see them in the comments, obviously, every single time. But yeah, so look at this. Hirscheck, my friend, so good, so valuable, so lovely. I'm also wondering, did I do, is this all individually No, I thought about that. It's like these ones. Because I need to place them down in the back here as well. Like once we are done, I need to do a bit more forest down here so that we enclose that nicely from the that's gonna go. You could go for the mod or Eurasian bear. There's no grizzly in you. Omi, you're right. I will absolutely go, because this was meant to be for the European bear anyways, like as a rescue program. As you haven't been here at the beginning of the stream, the idea is that Hirscheck was called for one last time if they could go for housing them, you know. We can also plop that one here already. I'm gonna bring this in somewhere else, maybe on the front here. Actually, you know what? I think this would be a cool house to have here. I'm gonna change this up to be sitting on a little bit of a higher place. The habitat is becoming smaller and smaller. I'm definitely gonna give them a bit more space here in the back. But yeah, the idea is that Hirscheck has been called, has been called to house them, and they have, basically gotten them out of retirement, you know. Carl Kakeri, thank you for the stream. I love watching all the YouTube videos. Really glad I was able to catch a live stream. I've been mostly lurking while working. Don't you worry, Katie. All good. And I want to be here for the beginning. If I knew a bit more ahead, yeah, well, next time around, maybe. I'll let you know, guys, in the mods channel. Okay, we saved the game. I mean, I plopped it there. It doesn't matter. I don't need to save again. And yeah, let's have a look how my most favorite area looks at the moment. Wow. Yeah, this is the pure magic, by the way. If you want to learn to build great, just so you know, there's a whole bunch of upside down here. This is Stranger Things upside down, okay? This is this is like literally as if there was like an upside down. No, oh my god, look at them. It's standing here. Oh yeah, stop, stay there. Let me show you why I love this area so much. Wait, I need to first of all align the atmospheric settings. Was early morning or early evening? It doesn't really matter. I think it's early morning is the great shot. Let's go for the earliest possible morning. And actually, what's pretty cool is if you turn on the rain, and then you go into the explore mode. And then we have this nice zoom in effect here. Oh, look at that, my friends. Look at this with the mist coming up, and then, oh, this is one of the most favorite parts I have in this park. Like this natural area over here with the deers, and you see them going into the forest, and there you go. Oh god, I love this corner so much. There's also one other build I want to quickly show you guys in case you haven't seen that. Also, look at this little, oh man, we missed on that. I love the fact when the kids are here and they just like they go on their toes to just be a little bit taller to see what's up the counter. Oh man, I love that behavior so much. This is just such a little thing. Oh wait, there's just a fox going into them. Look at that. What is that? What's that, guys? What's that? Tell me what that is. Ooh. I'm still kind of proud of this build, to be honest. It's all custom roofed and so on. All custom roofs, all custom made to just house that little entrance here in the front. Oh gosh, I'm so happy. I'm still so happy with that build. Quite like this. The burrow. Yes, exactly it is. So yeah, there's some really cool stuff going on here. Also, how she's waiting, like idling around there. Oh, dang it. I love it all so much. Look at this area. Oh, dang it. Woo! This is also, I think, this area over here was, or like the video, when I made the video of this area, that was so fun because when I created this, the shot of it with the deer here in the back, I just went for that kind of natural thing. Mysteria, oh my god, you missed like 3 hours. Yes, you did. And we are about to wrap up, unfortunately. But there's another stream this week, I promise. Maybe we're finishing this build, or which is way more likely we are building in Jurassic World Evolution 3 or in Planet Coaster 2. I don't know. We will be having fun. You know, I'm just like exploring streaming again as if this is a new thing for me. But yeah, like this is what I said. Like we can also just try to go all evening. Yeah, this is also so nice with the sun coming here from the back is also looking so cool. Like you have that mist effect and even, oh God, oh man, this game, it's just so beautiful. I can't wait for Planet Zoo 2. I just cannot wait for Planet Zoo 2. We need it. We need news on it. Frontier, invite me. I need to see it. I need to see it. I blame my job. Always blame your job. I'm in parental leave right now, so this is why I have, at least at night time. So this is kind of good. Just go off work. Oh my God. So are you, it depends on where you are in the world, but maybe you're working late, or is it just like you have now typical kind of time? Also, to end work. Also, they're still trapped in, they still haven't fixed these shops, right? I still don't get it. Also, I don't even know why the game just still tells me these people to be, I don't know, trapped. Yeah. I'm beyond happy that, see, the thing is, Kane, if I would have, and then my little son would have decided to not allow me to stream, everyone would have been, you know, annoyed for a reason. And so I'm very happy I didn't. These bags need to be back in, oh God, these needs to be back in Planet Coaster 2. So, yeah. God. Yeah, this game is just a fantastic game. Just a fantastic game. Such a good game. Such a great game it is, right? It's gonna be looking so cool once the Eurasia Bear is in here. I'm gonna check out the mod in a bit. Anyways, guys, this has been a fantastic stream to return. I enjoyed it quite a lot. I have no idea how many people watched, and I don't care because I wanted to just reconnect with you guys. My plan is to use this wonderful new studio, this wonderful new setup, and also my camera still holds on, so maybe the battery will keep on for another minute, hopefully. The battery pack, fake battery pack to keep the camera on for the whole time is gonna arrive tomorrow, so next stream we won't have to change the battery pack as well. I was only in work like 20 minutes late. I'm usually off during. Okay. You can stop repeating yourself and go offline now, Kane. But there are so many people who joined later. So yeah, our wonderful new studio. I'm still loving it. So this is why I need to talk about that right away, and also look at the quality of the camera and this subtle depth of field. Oh. So good. Also, brother, in case you are still watching, I as you can tell, I fixed the issue of the focus. Well, just as I'm saying, it doesn't work. Oh, there it works. I had some wrong settings going on, so you can see it now. Ah, wonderful. Wonderful, it does the job. So yeah, love that. I'm gonna see that I will bring in all the other old stuff, you know, the hue lights, all your different light settings. I'm also wondering if anyone is still in chat can try out their light setting, like their command in chat for the lights. It technically should work, but we will kind of make completely new arrangements so you can create your own lights, and there's a lot new kind of options I want to explore. There you go, Faye, look, it works. Honestly, I did not expect this. Oh, Delicts. But almost, he's gonna throw in some football players. Kamiomi, no, you're not. Police. And there goes the camera. Well, that's my sign to go offline. That was the battery pack going off. I thought about that because my timer said it's all about it. Okay, so you don't see me. I go offline. Have a wonderful time, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Police caught me. I talk to you in the next one. Have a wonderful time. Hopefully you enjoyed. And goodbye.